Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. This is not a live stream, I fucking lied to you. My name is Nitsify, and welcome to the Lost Tower Tavern, where we have specifically a campaign going on right now called the Rum and Harbor campaign. I would say, well, you can meet my co-host, but my co-host has just walked away from his computer to get food, which I told him to go get. But we do have a frog in a box.
And if you have any problems with it, I will fucking end you.
Yes, and we also have a frog in a box. It's called Reed.
Fucking 1 minute, and then you're already threatening people.
Yep.
Hello.
He plays Usagi. The fucking, I don't know why I was gonna call him a frog. He's a rabbit.
Fuck.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know why you're gonna call him a frog, because frog in a box.
Yeah, frog in a box. We also have Tic Tac Dylan. He's that little pill guy that we kind of just keep in the medicine cabinet every now and then. He plays Chrono.
If you take me, I will kill you.
Well, I mean,
Yes,
yeah,
you will kill me.
Yeah, that's with any medicine normally.
Unironically, I am actually allergic to Tic Tacs.
Yeah.
Wait, actually?
Yeah, because it has corn in it.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
That makes sense, actually.
I kid you not, there is an obscene amount of craziness on just how many corn byproducts is used in food. It's actually absurd.
I've heard a little bit from you, but it definitely still surprises me every time I hear something about it.
Dude, they'll use fucking corn byproducts in bread.
Yo.
I don't get it, man. That being said, we also have Shadowcat Anya, who plays Lindry, the Yanti.
Hi.
Yeah. And we also, well, we had, rest in peace, Malus. You will be fish sticks in sticks. Grilled. I don't know.
We don't know that yet.
That was a banger line.
Thank you. 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10. Best speech, top 10 anime moments. But yeah, we have Acrid. He's, oh wait, getting food right now. But say hi to him in the comments or otherwise I'm going to point a gun at you. Alright, so, in case you guys may have forgotten, in the last episode, they did traveling, and it was the happiest, most happy-go-lucky traveling session I think we've ever had. There was absolutely no conflicts that happened. There was no yelling. Nobody was angry.
The fucking fan.
Yeah, no, everything went great. Nothing happened. Definitely nothing happened.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
I think we have traumatized poor Squid.
Yeah, okay. You know, shout out to Squid again, by the way, because I fucking love him. I saw him in the comments. He was like, y'all need a therapist. Is there a therapist in your world? Is that a thing y'all do? I was like, well, there's one fucking person at the Hell's Cleric. Y'all gotta fucking find him to get therapy. Good luck. But, that being said...
I don't know if that's what we want.
That being said, there's one other thing that can be mentioned, by the way, which is the fact that right before we ended off, I actually didn't get to mention a bit of detail that I didn't realize until after I ended session, so I'm going to mention this in the process. So y'all saw as a cannonball went flying towards as y'all started beginning to see a ship, and Malls got yoinked by Ivanine last second into a portal, disappearing. And that cannonball barely missed his head. It would have hit Malus. There's also something I should mention, because Mr. Whiskers was on his right shoulder. So Mr. Whiskers went with him. Which also might make sense, because he's technically Ivanine's pet, essentially, at this point. Because Ivanine's the one that brought him back from the dead. So if he's pulling Malus, he's probably pulling Mr. Whiskers.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
Besides
that, as we're gonna get straight back into the combat, because we haven't gotten to do combat. So essentially, just to give you guys an understanding, the ship was probably around like 60 feet away, somewhere around there. Or, not 60 feet away, but more just like 3 turns away, essentially, sailing-wise. Let's just put it like that. I think it's easier to measure it like that for you guys, rather than being like arbitrary distances when it comes to ships. It's a lot easier, also for me as a DM, to deal with that shit. So I'm gonna be real. I know you guys mentioned that you want to try and ram and try and go basically board the ship. I can't remember if you mentioned that before or after session, but I remember that being mentioned because since y'all don't have much supplies, taking damage to the ship is not a good thing.
I'm pretty sure it was me telling you in the
Obviously.
kitchen after recording was
That-
finished. So
that
that
might
wasn't
be
really
it.
said in the VC.
That could be the case.
Okay, I do have to ask. How big is this enemy ship? Could you like give like a real world ship example?
Best way I can put it is that it's the same size as y'all's ship.
Okay, so that means there's probably a big crew to fight against, and we are down 2 good fighters.
Okay.
It could be way worse. There are way bigger ship types than what y'all have. There are way
Nits, I
bigger.
have a stupid
Yeah.
question.
Mhm.
Okay. It's okay. I have a question about the honeycomb blade real fast. It says
Yes.
25% chance for any inanimate object. It does not specify size. I assume it shouldn't it? Just making sure.
Yes. I will go and put that there. I can just edit it later because I don't think I published it. If I did,
Okay.
then I'll just mess with it later.
Because I was about
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah,
I like where your
so-
head's at. I'm assuming you're gonna suggest you
Stabbing
get
the
on the
ship.
ship.
Turning the ship into bees!
That would
yeah,
be pretty
that-
amazing.
That would be
yes.
funny.
A
However,
swarm of titanous bees.
so I'll be real with you here, right? So I'm not the one who originally made that thing because I think you guys saw the picture before I sent the picture. So I basically just gave it the exact description that the original weapon had. They never specified it. But I, as a DM, I'm now going to, now that's been pointed out, thank you for pointing it out, I'm going to touch on that. It'd probably have to be like 5 feet or smaller. So like you could probably do it to the
Okay.
barrels. But it's like, yeah, alright, yeah, I hit
Okay.
something that's like 6 feet. It's not working.
Okay.
You hit a
Yeah.
wall. You suddenly changed a single brick or a single plank out of the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, that works. That works. I see no problems with this.
You'd have to, if you wanted to get rid of a whole wall, you'd have to stab it so many times. And you'd also have to be able to do it fast enough to not only turn the entire wall into bees, but for that, before that minute duration ends. Which is so
Have the
fucking
bees
goofy.
move.
Oh, man. Dude.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you can have the bees move, but still. But yeah. Right. So, we're going to get into this combat. So, I guess the question that comes for y'all is, I'm gonna be real, the enemy pirate ship is definitely gonna be firing cannons. What's y'all's plan? You have 3 turns before
Hey,
you'll be on
I-
board.
I hate to
mean-
be this person. I did not hear how far away you said the ship was.
There are 3
Three
turns away.
turns
basically.
away. That's essentially the way I'm putting it, because distance, I'd have to figure out how fucking fast ships sail, and then I'd have to figure out the distances. Like,
Okay.
I'm gonna be real. That's fucking hard, because there's nothing in D&D that actually touches on that shit.
I mean,
Okay, so
my
there's
plan
nothing
was
that
just
Kira can do.
my plan was just to use my bow to attempt to snipe.
That's fair.
To snipe the cannoneers.
You can try to snipe cannoneers. Cannoneers are normally on the, like, not directly above deck, but normally like a floor underneath. So they normally you'll have like a window where like the cannons stick out on most ships, and then there'll be
Okay.
little openings where they
Oh.
can see where they're aiming it. But otherwise, there isn't much opening. So you can try to shoot through those holes. It would just be a little bit of a tough spot.
Well, well, it's worth a shot, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing lost at the end of the day.
Well, an arrow, but
Yeah. Well, but an arrow, but arrows are pretty easy to get hold of, so that's really not too much of a problem.
Oh, they're so easy. Just play Minecraft.
Exactly. Exactly. Get a chicken farm.
No.
y'all could
Damn.
turn towards them. I'm not here, but that's just my thought.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
right now they're chasing you, so if you go towards them, that'll cut down how long it takes to get there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest.
Yep.
I am
Okay.
genuinely considering just asking Gildhar to be like, "Hey, we probably shouldn't risk getting hit by cannonballs while we're low on supplies. Let's just go beat them up."
All
I'm
right.
not too particularly enthusiastic about this because I don't know what the plan is for Ublex. But with
Yeah.
Ublex, Mollis, and Mr. Whiskers not here, this combat might be a pain in the ass. But I mean, it seems to be a safer option.
Yeah.
Instead of just trying to chase them off. Plus, we don't know how fucking determined these guys are.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Gildart will start to spin his wheel around as he begins to violently turn the ship around.
Might be worth mentioning, in character, Chrono would tell Guildhard that his whole thought process just saying, "Hey, we're low on supplies. Maybe we should not run away."
All right.
Something like that.
Yeah, he'll turn the ship around. Doing so will knock up a bit of waves. And you notice that as Oobleck starts beginning to charge up an Eldritch Blast, they get hit with water. And they fall into the ocean, and their body warps in on themselves with reality, because Issa isn't here today. I was going to be getting to that, funny enough. So, as you see Ooblex, because I'm not going to ghost run people's PCs. I don't do that. I've never done that. I never will, because that's for the PCs to play. I do not play PC characters. That is a rule of thumb I've always had since I've DM'd since day one.
Okay.
Mainly because I don't want them to do something that their actual player wouldn't have them do. That's why I do that.
Also, one more
Yeah.
thing. I would also so if my memory is correct, this ship does have cannons, right?
Yes, it does.
I would probably instruct Benjamin and Kisheshe to just kind of go down and see if they could give shooting cannonballs to the other ship a shot for us.
Okay. So you can take your lookout and your shipwright off their posts to go deal with the cannons. That is fine. I will mention, normally the people who do cannons for you, normally, is Mr. Whiskers, who is MIA, and Karori. So Karori would be down there as well. But yeah.
In that case, probably would keep Benjamin on the lookout then. My first thought was Benjamin because I thought lookout might be good with aiming with cannons.
Fair enough.
But yeah, that setup's good too in that case.
Alright, yeah, so Kisheshe will go help out, and they'll start setting up cannons. So the way cannons work, in D&D, the way I run them, is that it takes a turn to basically load them up and light them, and then the next turn they go off. So
Does Chrono voice out loud what he's doing?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay, Carla would look at you and go, "Are you fucking insane?
Huh?
What's wrong?
You're taking the shipwright off of their duties for repairing things and putting them on a cannon."
I mean, there's no resources.
Do we not have any cannoneers?
No, not really. I mean, we're low on supplies anyways, so I figured it wouldn't really matter.
I'll do it.
Alright, yeah, that'll work.
I fired a bow. It can't be that much more difficult.
Alright, so, Yusaki, I need to ask you a question.
Yes.
What is your strength? Just your natural strength, not your modifier, what is just your strength stat?
Oh boy, 13.
Okay, so, here's the thing with cannoneers. And this is where
I
stats
assume you have to
come into
lift
play.
the fucking ball. I assume they have to be able to, lift the balls.
Yes, so if they have a strength of 16 or higher, they can do it without needing to do any skill checks. Karori, despite being a wizard, has a 17, because she's still a half-orc.
Oh, maybe she should do it instead.
She's one, yeah, she was already down there. She's one of the cannoneers.
Oh.
But there's 3 cannons in total. So you can still do that if you want. But you'll just need to roll an athletics check essentially to be able to pick up the ball and get it in there.
Okay, Kira's going to take the other cannon because she also has a 17 in strength.
Actually, I do have a +4 for athletics, so...
Alright. So we got Lindry heading down there as well. And yeah, dude, you could just go ahead and roll your athletics, dude. You should be fine. You got this, man. I believe in you.
With 10.
You know what? I'll be honest. It's one of those things where like, you don't drop it, right?
Okay.
It's more that thing like you really struggle to get it in there. So it's gonna be one of those things where like it takes you your bonus action and your action to get it loaded. So in the next turn, you'll be able to get it lighted and fired.
Uh-huh.
So it would just be like a delayed shot. So it's like Lindry and Karori, they'll get their shot in on the next turn because they have to load it in and light it. And the next turn it'll fire. Yours is going to be one of those things where it's like, all right, you load it in one turn. Next turn you light it. And then the final turn, right as you guys are approaching, then it'll go off.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the slight
Well, at
difference
least
there.
I'm still helping.
Yeah, you're doing something. So yeah,
I
you
was
guys
here to
can
see
light
that.
up.
Oh, fuck you. Anyway.
I wish I just no, my fault.
Oh man. But yeah, you guys will be able to open fire here. So what you'll do, because these are essentially cannons, what we'll do for this is that cannons, sorry, my brain, it has been a day. It will be a +7 to your to hits. You'll just roll me a d20 and see if you hit with the cannons. Simple as that. So I will roll one for Karori. I know she's hitting the ship. That was a natural 19 from her. We're just waiting for the other two rolls.
Not 5.
Mm-hmm. So yours will fly off to the side. It'll basically just arc over the ship, essentially.
Damn.
As you kind of realize, you haven't done cannons too many times before in the past, and you just overshot, essentially.
I don't think she would have done cannons at all.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I mean by like that. Yeah, no, just...
She was a minor noblewoman.
Yeah.
She has no idea what she's doing.
Nope. Usagi, what'd you get?
Yep. For my athletics, that was a...
With the athletics with dirty 10, but you need to roll me a natural d20 and then add a +7. That's going to be your to hit for the cannon onto the ship.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Another
You got a
10?
10. You got another dirty 10. What the fuck is this? Okay.
Oh.
So like
Where's that one JonTron gift?
The one JonTron gift. But like as like so like those two cannons basically go off simultaneously, and then just like 6 seconds later, the other cannon goes off, and that one just goes arcing over, similar to what happened with Lindry's. Which again, it makes sense. You guys haven't really messed with cannons before. Karori's the one that's been doing this.
Irla has no idea what she's doing.
Yep.
Lovely.
That cannonball will actually hit. I'm going to roll the cannonball damage for the ship.
Oh, good.
Rory's hits.
Alright. So that's going to do 22 damage to the enemy ship. Because cannons are meant to do structural damage. If you get hit by a cannon, like a cannonball, you're just taking the damage and that's it. When it hits like a ship or a structure, it's doing double. Because siege, essentially. It is a siege weapon. That being said, within that time, I'm going to be honest, they would have shot a few shots as well, so I'm going to roll to see if they hit the ship any.
Okay,
That will
Slimes.
matter.
Alright, Slimes, it's time for you guys to lock the fuck in.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I
don't know
why.
Understood. Yeah?
I don't know why. Just literally the idea of just someone looking over going, lock in, bitch, the slime. I got this. Just almost like, I have one fucking purpose. Just like...
Oh, man. So you
I don't know why. Sorry.
See, no, you're good. You're good. So, I will be honest. It's a little hard for the slimes. They're basically having to move around the ship to try and block the cannonballs. Because y'all are essentially you guys have somewhat moved your ways to, like, not directly go towards them. So this way you guys can still get cannon fire on them. But essentially, Gildar's basically maneuvered it to where you guys are still heading towards them, but with an angle. Because otherwise you guys wouldn't be able to poke the cannons through the windows to get shots in. The fucking slimes are having to like rush around the sides to certain areas to try and block cannon fire because of the angle that they're at. You would see the one that's naturally normally on the left side go up more towards the front of the hole essentially. And just take you see a few cannonballs go whiffing past you guys. But there was this one that was gonna basically hit near the front area. The front, there's two crow's nests, near the one that's closer to the front. You see that one about to get hit, and you see this fucking big old slime come sliming over, trying its fucking best to get over there. And barely catches the fucking cannonball. As it takes 14 damage, as it's now down to 6 health. As you see his body dip in with the cannonball, almost hit the fucking wood planks, and then just fling it into the ocean.
Oh.
I would probably at this point, Chrono would probably try to instruct Guildhard and whoever's at Cannoneers to swap sides at that point, just to make sure that Slime doesn't get owned next turn.
Oh, yeah. Well, luckily, those are the 3 turns, technically speaking, because that's just the cannon fire as a whole. The cannon fire barrage, yeah. So, y'all will be able to start boarding now, which is a good thing, because y'all will be able to close the distance at that point. I know it's like, oh, well, that's not a very long, like, naval cannon fire combat. I'm gonna be real. I've watched those type of combats before in D&D. They're fucking boring. Or at least I've heard that from most players, and I myself have found it to be boring. But also, I'll be honest. Yeah.
Very boring.
They're very slow. They're very tedious. So I normally don't do those. I'll use it as basically like an introduction sometimes. And if y'all, unless y'all go out of your way to exactly keep your distance and not board at all, if you guys are aiming to board, I'm sorry, it's not going to be that long of a naval battle. You guys are more just at that point just jumping onto other people's ships type of thing. You guys will start hopping over onto the enemy ship. I will start sending... I brought you guys over to the party, as you guys can see, the little area here. If you want, you could bring a NPC over onto the enemy ship. I'll also be honest that while right before that, I do need to mention this. While you guys are boarding them, they will also have some of their pirates boarding your guys' ship as well. So, yes, you see... pirates on here, and it doesn't look like that's like their exact name, but that's because there's also ones boarding your ship too.
Yuri can take care of herself.
Yeah.
I was gonna suggest Varara the robot, the Warforged, actually.
Oh,
okay. Yeah. Do you guys want to bring all the... Okay.
I was just thinking, like, Varara's probably the closest we're gonna get to a tank compared to the NPCs. And considering Mollis is gone, I thought maybe Varara might be the best next choice for filling up that kind of tank role.
That's fair, because Guildart has to stay on the wheel.
Exactly.
Yep. So, Varara can come with you guys, as you guys will start making your way onto the ship. I will actually go ahead, you can move your guys as, like, little people over here. Because you guys are technically boarding from this side. So I'm actually going to move this NPC a little bit more to here, so that way you saw his icon can actually fit onto the ship. And I'm going to start sending you guys the people that would actually stick out. Because, there's the everyday pirates, and then there's the obvious people of like, oh, these are the actual people that fucking hurt. Those are the actual big guys. I feel like there's always going to be a few people like that in any, like, crew or anything like that. There's the grunts, and then there's the actual big shots. The first one you would see, and you can probably guess that this is the captain, and he's standing almost smack dab in the middle of the fucking boat. As you can see this guy with this, like, blue hair that is kind of just, like, braided up and put to the side, and he's this, like, black cap. Not quite a fedora, not quite to that. I don't really know what you call this type of cap. But it has this, like, black feather that sticks out of it, and, like, a bunch of tattoos that kind of go across the chest, a black jacket, this, like, grayish, beigeish type of, like, baggy pants that he seems to be wearing, and these, like, bluish eyes. And you'd see that he has, like, a bunch of piercings up on the side.
It's like a more fancy Stetson.
Yeah, thank you.
What most people think of as cowboy hats.
Stetsons are different. I actually have a Stetson. I could not remember the name of it for the life of me. The other one that you can see, and you can probably guess that this might be either the driver or the shipwright. You're not too sure. As you can see this, like, half Minotaur lady.
What?
And you can see that she has this, like, white hair put up in a ponytail, these, like, horns kind of poking through her hat. It looks like she's gone out of her way to take essentially, like, like those hats that you use for, like, gardening, and they're kind of floppy. She's taken one of those, like, ones in a very, like, white color, and just poked holes in it for her horns to stick out. She's gotten this, like, white and black spotted, like, kind of, like, cow long sleeve shirt, and these just jean shorts, aka jorts. She also does seem to have a bunch of, like, leather straps going across her chest, like, over the shoulder, and even, like, using leather straps for belts. So she seems to just have an obscene amount of equipment on her for, like, no fucking reason. So there's that lady. You can also see that there is a man. You're not too sure what the fuck he is. He looks human, but those eyes say otherwise. As you're looking at this guy, And he has this, like, one blue eye, one, like, yellowish, like, warmish eye. There's, like, black hair, kind of wavy, kind of slicked back, pretty well combed. Out of everyone else, where everybody else is kind of, like, more, like, casual stuff, this dude is just wearing a flat-out suit. Like, a black and white suit, black tie, golden necklace, golden rings on his hand, black gloves, that sort of shtick. This guy's a motherfucking fancy guy.
He is posh.
He is posh, and he is very well built. But he's not like the bulky built like Mollusk. It's more just like very lean built.
He looks like he would have just shy of that full-on tailcoat suit.
Yeah, he definitely has something more.
With the exception of the tailcoat, it's just a regular suit jacket.
Oh yeah. Also, I'm getting my blanket on because Rena wants to sit in my lap, and she refuses to sit in my lap without the blanket for some fucking reason. You would also
because the blanket's warm, duh.
Yeah, you right. She also just likes fluffy things. You would also see near, like, essentially to the other side of, like, to the right side, or, like, right where Lindry landed, is a lady. And you'd realize this might be a succubus, you know, just an assumption, just by looking at her. She has these, like, small black wings that sprout from her back, these blackish horns and raven black hair. But she has these glowing pink eyes and this black lipstick. Black fingernails that have been painted pretty long, some, like, golden rings across her fingers. And she has this, like, black sleeveless, like, turtleneck, essentially, that she's wearing. With essentially just black pants. But, yeah.
Oh.
You can see that there's that lady. And she does have, like, that more, like, fiendish tail that a lot of succubi tend to have. You're looking at someone with a little bit more on that, like, hourglass side. Because, again, you're probably dealing with a succubi. The last person that you can see that is of interest is, you have this whole crew, and then you just look over, and there's just this really, I don't know what it is about this guy, right? Like, something about it just bothers you. Like, it just looks like a normal human. But, like...
It looks like a kid.
Yeah, it looks like a kid. Like, you can probably get the idea, they're probably just, like, a teenager. Like, not even an adult. But they have this, like, white curly hair, these, like, bright blue eyes, like, almost aquatic-like. A bunch of black tattoos, like, around the neck, the arms. And I want to mention, he's pretty well built. He has this, like, just white dress shirt with, like, a popped collar that is just kind of folded down with these, like, basically a button-up. And then just dark brown trousers. Like, really simple, he just takes care of how he looks. This, as simple as that.
Man's got suspenders.
Yeah, man has suspenders. But that is the crew that you're looking at as you begin to board this ship.
Gotcha. As they board the ship, Colonel will start putting on his gauntlets, and he'll say to the captain in the middle, and he'll just say, "You're the captain?"
"What's it to ya?"
"Nothing much. I tend to prefer to learn the name of those that I'm about to punch in the face."
"Well, it'll take a lot to get that through me. But it's good to meet ya, Captain Jackal."
"Chrono Deidrigan of the Catastrophe Pirates."
You bother with a title.
You're not gonna like what happens next. I'll promise you right now.
"We'll see about that."
Colonel has like that shonen battle ready grin on his face.
Alright.
Oh boy.
So, y'all can do group initiatives, because that tends to take up less time. So y'all don't feel like you have to deal with a long, drawn-out combat.
If my memory is correct, you usually let only one of us roll for the whole group.
Essentially, it'll normally be 2 people.
Gotcha. I feel like I should probably be default by one of them, because I guess still got that +8.
Alright. Do y'all want one of yourselves to roll, or do you want Karora to roll?
I'll...
Or Varara, sorry. Wrong fucking
Aurora.
NPC.
Aurora, that's a new one.
Aurora isn't even an NPC.
No,
good. Oh, that's good. I end up right next to this guy. Oh, no.
Yeah, you ended up right beside
Reed.
the teenager.
Alright, Reed, stab that child for us, buddy.
Damn! I'm gonna find Varara.
I'm gonna say Varara rolls for the other one.
All right.
All right, Raid. So here's what you're gonna do: use that honeycomb sword and turn that child into bees.
It's taking
That's
a
not how
bit.
that works.
Okay, so I just got Varra's sheet finally loaded up. I don't know why it took so long. Yeah, they have a +3 to initiative.
All right, let me roll for initiative. Here we go.
Oh, sorry. You rolling for initiative then?
Sure.
What's
Might
your
as well.
modifier?
I have a +8 for initiative, so.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, me and Reed. That makes most sense. All right.
It'll be y'all's versus the enemies.
Come on, green die.
Oh,
Do your job.
Let me see.
Hey, that's a 22.
Hey, that's
Okay.
a nat 1.
So, I'll let you know. You beat the teenager's initiative by 1. As you realize, he has a +6 to his initiative.
Well, I got a +8, bitch.
Good shit, Reed.
All right. So I'm gonna be real
All
because he won you guys the initiative. Usagi, I want you to take the lead on the group initiative here.
Okay.
I feel like it should be stated again. Chrono got an at 1.
Oh, don't worry, that'll come into play.
Oh god.
Okay,
He's
fair
just gonna trip and fall on his ass.
Well, it's literally I just roll a d4, but most likely he'll probably just get disadvantage on his hits, or he'll go prone essentially.
Okay. Oh, first thing I'm gonna do is stab this idiot in the face.
All right,
Oh.
so you're going to stab the child.
Yep. Oh,
In the face. All right.
You know what? I
yeah, in the
respect
face.
it.
Why?
It's like a
We here at
5 foot-
Lost Harbor Tavern
roll
do not
blood.
condone violence of any kind against another person, especially those who are minors.
Yeah, this is like a teenager. He's like maybe 16.
Anyway. Okay.
Just throw him
Okay, so
overboard.
as
I don't know.
Okay, so for my bonus,
He'll sort
Okay.
it out.
Disclaimer
For
out
my
of the way.
for my bonus action, I'm going to turn invisible,
Okay.
and for my other, and I will use my, cloaked strike for my first attack.
Okay, go ahead.
For my only attack.
Yeah.
I'm busy with my other campaign one, which I can have up to 4 attacks a turn. Anyway,
I feel that.
muscle met. It's brain memory. Anyway,
I get you.
let's attack. Do I have to roll stealth because he quite clearly saw me?
I would say yes, because
Okay.
you did go invisible in front of him, but he did. It's the thing, if you haven't moved,
I'm just gonna step like 2 steps to the left.
Okay. Yeah, you just roll me your stealth, essentially. That's kind of your way of trying to get out of his eyesight, essentially.
Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. That's a 14.
14. Right. So, you realize he's keeping his eyes on you.
Shit.
You'd also realize, and this is just a fun little detail actually, is that you'd see that one of the tattoos on his arm begins to glow. As like his eyes have essentially kind of like those like normal circular pupils that humans normally have become slitted.
Okay, so no sneak attack, but I can still... Alright, so no sneak attacks, but I can still stab him.
I know what he is. Shit.
Well, don't fucking spoil it.
I'm not.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
I know what he is.
Alright. And since this is the lightning sword, you'll get +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon. That's
Yeah.
convenient for me. Anyway,
You got this,
let me
man.
roll and...
Hit the child. You wanna.
That's a 28. For some reason the
That-
+1 isn't listed in the damage roll, but it should be there.
That's really weird. Hold on.
I
I think
think
that can be
I need
fixed.
to check.
If it's not saying that, just like you can go into your notes and then damage bonus. If you click on it and go damage bonus, you can just put 1 into that, and that should fix that for you. But yeah, a 28 would hit
And
for
that's a
sure. That's high. Yeah, that definitely will hit a teenager.
I mean, I could just remember to add it, but
Yeah, that too. But like you can
Okay.
just to make it easier on yourself, you could just
Alright. I'll just do that in a second. Oh,
Okay.
but since I use cloaking strike, it is 1d8 + 5 + 1d8, and since it's lightning, it's
Yep.
an extra 1d4.
Hell
So,
yeah.
That's 2d8 plus. That's 2d8 plus 1d4 plus 6.
Cool. Now, if I remember correctly, Cloaking Strike was, that's something that came from your fruit later on, right?
That's correct.
Cool. Yeah, I don't think I've seen you use it yet, so that's why I was like, hold up.
Yes, I know, because it hasn't come up because I keep getting into direct fights.
Yeah. But now, hey, now you get to use it, man. Now you got to use it. Okay.
He's used it once.
Yeah. Okay. I guess
Yeah, but I
don't
keep
remember.
getting into situations where it wouldn't help.
That's fair.
So,
That's fair.
There we go.
All right, roll that damage, man.
plus 6 plus 1d4. Here we go.
You got this.
That's 21 damage.
21 damage. All right. As you do 21 damage to this like teenager, as you just slash. I will mention he's like 5'7". So you don't quite slash him in the face, but you're essentially like slashing him across the hip because of your height.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah. Is there anything else you wish to do on your turn, or is that all you're able to do?
That is all I'm able to do. Although, if I get hit, I'm going to start pulling out the blood magic finally.
Yeah, dude.
Anyway, that is my
blood
turn.
magic
Yes.
useful.
Also,
That-
I need an icon to show that I'm invisible. There we go.
That is
Okay.
fair. Yeah. As really just the rest of y'all's turns, just discussing amongst yourselves who's going.
Do you guys mind if we just get my now one over with?
I mean, Kayla's not here, so go for it.
Okay, so that nat one with your initiative. Essentially,
Yeah.
luckily you didn't go prone, because you're
Okay.
right on the edge. That would actually be the worst outcome.
Thank God. I was hoping. I
That-
honest to God, I told myself I could live with disadvantage.
Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna be real. You don't need to go underwater a second time when this is your second naval battle. Like,
Dude, honestly.
that would be fucking weird that's happened twice within both times.
Oh, I gotta have 2 quarters at that point, if you know what I mean.
You might have trauma at that point.
That too.
So essentially, because you got nat 1 on your initiative, the other option, you will have disadvantage on your first hit attack, essentially.
Gotcha. Can I just like flavor it as Chrono just getting used to moving with a tail and new ears?
Yeah, sure. I'm fine with
Alright,
that. Because
cool.
you would need to kind of like learn to rebalance yourself. Like the ears probably wouldn't cause you much problems, but like the tail is like a
Yeah, I know Katsu's tail is for balance, so that's what I was basing that on.
Yeah.
Quick question. Is it disadvantage on my next attack, or disadvantage on my next till the end of my next turn?
Your next attack. No,
Okay, probably better if I just get it over with then. I was thinking of using Times Barrage for context. but
Times
I'd rather not.
Barrage won't be affected by this. Like, it'll just skip that and go to the next actual to hit attack.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no cheating your way through in that one.
Alright, fair enough. I'll just do my main attack then. I'll consume thy gear. Take some steps forward. Give me 1 minute. Okay, hang on. D&D Beyond is being kind of bad right now. Alright, there we go. And I'll just take a few steps forward, eat the gear, charge up the gauntlets, and I am just going to punch this guy in his liver. Because I want to.
Alright, so are you aiming for that
Wow.
specific area?
Yeah, or just in general, his chest. If I
Okay,
can't hit
so
the
if you're
liver.
aiming for a specific area of the body, that's normally disadvantage. So that would be a double disadvantage.
Okay, I'm just gonna punch his chest then.
Okay.
Okay, this is the first one with disadvantage.
Okay.
That's a 17.
17, let me see. That will barely hit.
Yippee! Give me 1 minute. Okay, that is 11 damage total for the first punch, and for my
Okay.
second one, and here comes my second punch. I know that's gonna miss.
Yes, that will miss.
Alright, so yeah. Punch him in the chest, and I will end my turn on that note.
Okay. Alright. So is Lindry back?
No, she's
Okay.
not back.
So I'm going to get to Varara then. Varara, who the fuck do you prioritize? Because there's a bunch of people. Buddy, alright. Honestly, she'll probably assess the person that is up on the crow's nest. As she will look towards the man in the fucking suit on the crow's nest, bring her bow up, pull it back, and fire. As you would see that she may have cast a certain spell on him. Perchance Hunter's Mark.
Uh-oh.
That's always useful.
Yep. As she is going to do her attacks. That is, let me see, what is this guy's AC actually? Alright, that first one is going to hit. And the second one's going to hit. She rolled really high on the second one. I wasn't too sure about that first one. So she will do in total, as you 2 arrows strike this guy in the chest, she does 10 piercing in total, and that'll be 2 forms of... Why is Hunter's Mark bludgeoning? Isn't that supposed to be psychic, or am I wrong with that?
No, it just does whatever damage type the attack is doing.
Oh, okay, cool. I don't know why. Maybe I'm thinking of something else that does psychic. That is 3 piercing and another 4 piercing. So that is a total of 22 piercing damage that this guy will take. As he essentially will just get nailed in the shoulder twice. And you can see him get bloodied as a little bit of blood comes from his mouth.
Oh, good shit.
Yep.
He doesn't have much health.
Hey, Lindry.
Sorry.
No, you're back. Okay, cool. You're back.
Issues.
No,
Anyway,
you're good.
I still do not have Miko.
This is Miko.
Miko would. All right, I have to move her. I forgot. You can't just bring it in yourself. I have to give you the token.
No, yeah, you
Yeah.
have to give me the token. I cannot just
Yeah.
place him. Which is fine, because him not being here immediately kind of works in my favor. She would let out a whistle for Miko,
Yeah.
so that he will tackle the succubus,
Okay.
or assuming succubus, just kind of a out-of-nowhere, suddenly dog.
Okay.
You know, trying to get her prone.
Yeah.
Type of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. So now, is this an actual thing that the sheet has or anything, or is this just more of you just trying to Is
He
this more just
can
like a
actually
improvise?
slam into.
Okay. I guess more the question is I'm asking because I don't know much about the monster and I haven't had a lot of time to look on it, so I kind of need a refresher here. Is this an actual mechanic it has, or is this just more a improvised thing that you're wanting to do? That's what I need to know.
Kind of a combination of both. This isn't really something that we've set up as a mechanic, but it's also something that technically most Beast Companions can do. In that, just running momentum, use the slam attack, it counts as movement followed by attack.
I'll be real, I've never given a player a animal companion. They normally don't take them. Anytime I've offered them, they normally don't take them. So this is news to me. Normally I would just say that they'd probably need to learn a mechanic for them to be able to do a slam damage with getting prone. Be able to knock an enemy prone.
It's more of literally just a way to get Miko into the fight.
Okay.
And, kind of have it so that it's not he just gets shoehorned. No, this can be a way of, he wasn't on the ship yet.
That's fair enough. So I guess what I'm trying to get to is the main thing is, are you trying to go for damage or are you trying to knock them prone? That's what I need to know as a DM.
Aiming for damage if they go prone, right.
Okay, cool. If they get a nat 20, they can probably knock the person prone at that point, I'd say. Just because, yes, it's a dog, but these are proper trained people. I'm be real. There's a lot that goes into this.
Miko rolled damn close.
Okay.
With a nat 17 giving him a dirty 24.
Okay. So go and roll their damage then.
As that is 2d12 plus 4.
That is one of the stronger attacks.
Ooh.
Basically a headbutt. Like, they're basically slamming into the person.
19 bludgeoning damage.
19, alright. Yeah, as you see Miko, after you whistle, basically just come running up, you can hear them, running on the other ship, essentially, just, the planks just kind of making that creaking, and you just see, just out of the corner of your eye from your left side, Miko come flying through, as it just, tries to tackle the like succubus lady, whatever, and she would just kind of bring up her rapier essentially to at least stabilize herself from getting knocked over.
And
But she would at least get
immediately
knocked back.
immediately after,
Mhm.
Kirla's going to use Shatter, but she's going to use a sorcery point for a Careful spell,
Okay.
which allows me to pick up to 3 creatures so that they automatically succeed a saving throw.
Okay.
So, because I have 3 allies within a 10-foot radius, which is what would be affected by Shatter,
Yep.
Chrono, Varara, and Miko get the Careful part of that,
Okay.
and everybody else has to succeed a con save of 14 or higher.
So, who all is being affected by this? Is it just a succubus, or is... I don't know, you said what's the radius?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, so that puts the guy on the other guy on the other lookout, the grunt, and then the succubus. I can't tell if that's reaching... I think that is reaching the captain, so the captain will also be rolling that.
Wait, hang on a minute. Question: Isn't correct me if so? You're using Shatter, is what I understand. right?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that you could like put it on the stairs. You don't have to do it just in front of you. I've used Shatter before, and I've never had to do it in front of me.
I technically can, but this makes sure it does the most damage.
Yep.
I mean,
And again, I have the Careful spell, or the Careful meta thing, so I can choose my allies and go, no, you guys automatically succeed the save.
Hello, train.
all right. I didn't know that's what careful meant. I gotcha.
Yep.
That's what we mentioned.
Alright. So,
So, unfortunately, allies do still take damage, but they take half damage.
Wait, I'm vulnerable
Okay.
to thunder damage.
he will just take normal damage because he is vulnerable.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Cool.
Alright.
Oh.
So,
Ah.
you
shit.
said
Sorry,
it was...
Chrono!
You said it was con saves?
Yes, con
Okay.
save 14.
Con save
Alright.
14. The succubus will fail.
God damn it.
The grunt... the grunt with a nat 20 is unaffected.
I definitely failed with that 35.
That would be a fail.
You auto succeed.
They auto succeed because of the Careful spell.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Okay. And
That's
that
very
is a 14 for Jekyll.
Damn.
So, yeah, so one person's not taking any damage, which is the grunt. That grunt, he might be deaf. Like, you're realizing he might just be deaf. Because he had, like, no reaction to it. The succubus takes full damage. Yeah.
He also just might be too high up.
That could also be the case. You're not sure which. It could be either or.
Probably too high up.
Oh, man. But yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage. And I'll go ahead and start applying
That
it to you.
is 11 thunder, and that is already halved.
Alright, so you see the succubus become bloodied, and you see that Jekyll does not react. As he hasn't reacted to anything he's been hit by so far.
That also means that Varara and Chrono, unfortunately, take damage as well.
So I take 11 damage, just to be clear.
Yep.
Because you're vulnerable, it's
Alright.
22.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
fucking kidding me? Alright then.
I'm sorry! I didn't know!
She didn't know at the time, because you did just get the race.
Okay then, gotcha.
Alright. And I went ahead and did that to Varara as well. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
no, I
fix
mean,
that.
Chrono would just kind of scream as his hands cover his ears. And it's just like, and it sounds like he was genuinely in pain hearing that thunder.
Fair enough. Alright. Is that everybody's turn? I think it is. I think that is everybody's turn. Alright. So, as your turns will end, we're going to just quickly swap over to Mollis.
Wait,
Huh?
I'm sorry, one more question, just so I make sure I have it clear. So, even though she was using Careful, I still take double damage?
Because it's supposed to be halved, right? That was it halved, right, Anya?
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes.
Shatter, if you succeed the con save, you take half damage.
Yep.
Because you are vulnerable, that
becomes
damage
normal.
is then doubled.
Yeah.
Alright, just double checking.
Yep.
So you would have taken 11 damage, but vulnerability takes it to 22.
Yep.
Alright.
So technically speaking, you essentially just took the original damage.
Yes.
Otherwise, it would have been worse.
Alright.
Yeah.
Oof.
Because that means in total, you actually could have taken 44.
Yeah, thunder damage can. If you're vulnerable, it sucks.
Yeah.
I see.
Again, in all fairness, I did not know you were vulnerable.
She did not.
If it's also that thing of, if you look at Miko's health, Miko is at half.
Yep.
Miko himself took damage from that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Alrighty.
I kid you not, when I was setting up the race for the psychedelic kitchens, I think the only person I really properly talked to about the traits was Acrid, just because I was running some ideas by him. That's it. So literally nobody else knows your traits.
Alright.
So yeah. That being said,
It's also that thing of fluffies in general are usually just sensitive because acute senses of hearing.
Yep.
Alright then.
Alrighty.
That being said, we're gonna hop over to Moss for a second. As, buddy, you got pulled into the portal by Evanine. And you would just see him look to you and just go, "Your time's up. I have two
Understood.
options. Either I get rid of you, or I remove you.
Oh.
And I've chosen to remove you."
Wallace would give a bow, as he knows there's nothing he can do.
And you would see him basically snap his finger, as a portal would open up, and Yanessa would walk in.
Oh, good.
And you
Hello
would
there.
see him basically hand her your soul, and just go, "Take him somewhere where I can't." And she would pocket your soul, grab you, Mollis, and just go, "We're going to take you to a different world. Have fun." And you're gone.
Yes.
Bye.
Mollis
What?
is gone.
I'm so confused. What? Why? What? Huh?
Timeline stuff. Y'all fucked with the timeline too much.
Oh, great.
Evanine has to
This is
stand by his
so-
law.
Mollis is...
Mollis and Whiskers are
not-
gone.
Remind me to
Out of the
never
campaign?
Yep.
Yep, we're gone.
remind
Oh.
me to never ever associate with Evanine.
Just don't fuck with the timeline.
How do you even know if you fucked with the timeline?
Normally, things like time magic fucks with it a lot, and also doing things that, like, doing specific things like, I don't know, selling your soul at the very last second to not only save yourself, but also to save someone else in the process. It messes with the timeline a bit. He'll let things get messed with a little, but things... If he pulls you aside like that and goes, "Yeah, no, we can't have this," that means it got bad enough to the point where the timeline is no longer anywhere where it should be.
It's also that thing of Mollis then went on to make a deal.
To get
For
a soul for
Benjamin.
Benjamin.
Yep.
Oh.
Which messed with the timeline more, because he should be dead.
Oh.
So, yes. Those choices do matter. So, Mollis is gone. I do want to
Alrighty.
mention this. I ran this by the player themselves to make sure I'm not just removing their character, and they felt bad about it. He is okay with this.
Yep.
So I want it to be understood. I will never do this to your player, to your character, unless I have consent.
Oh, okay.
I understood the reasonings.
Yep. That being said, at the end of the day, it's for story. Next up is the enemy's turn. As Captain Jackal will begin his assault. As you would see him just go, "Well, and just kind of stretch. I typically don't fight like a monk, but I guess I can give it a try. And you would see as Dylan, roll me a con save.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, let's do it. And that's, oh my god, a nat 20?
Nat 20. So,
Oh boy.
cool. So, you feel as if like a sudden surge of mana begins to build within your body. Almost like as if... It almost feels like as if it wanted to erupt out of you.
Uh-huh.
As it feels like as if he tried forcing several forms of elemental mana through your body forcibly. And then he would begin his barrage of swings.
Okay.
As the first one will be a dirty 15 to hit. Will that hit?
Nope, that's a miss.
Okay. And the second one is a 24.
I'm gonna reaction rewind time to try and dodge that one.
Okay.
24 is what you said?
Yes.
I'm probably gonna use quick reflexes so I can use my other charge for
Okay.
this.
So, yeah, because he rolled a 19 for everybody, just so y'all know.
Alright, it's hidden.
Okay. So, you try to rewind, and it feels just like every time you try to rewind to dodge this strike, it feels like he just manages to essentially move his body in a way to where he can just make it still connect, essentially. As I want to mention, it's not like a punch or anything like that, it's just a backhand slap.
Mm-hmm.
As you will roll me a con save, as he uses toxin excretion.
Uh-huh.
And you'll either be taking full or half damage.
That's full damage.
Okay. So, the opponent must then roll a con save. Upon a fail, the victim takes a d6 of poison damage until they succeed their save on their turn. So every turn you'll be taking a d6 after this till you succeed that save. And you'll take the initial damage, which is a 2d8 plus 4. So you're going to take
Okay.
17 poison damage.
Okay, of course I do.
Yep.
Down to 9 health?
Yep.
Alright.
When you get to your next turn, just make sure you roll a con save to see whether or not you can get yourself out of that poisoning.
I got you.
Alright. As next up, you would see the cannon near the stairway. You would see the lady that is driving the ship just go, "Do your little thing," and the cannon begins rolling itself down the stairs.
What?
And you see it face
it's a
towards
mimic.
the dog, Miko, and the Yanti Lingerie. As you see, you feel heat begin to form from the opening of the cannon as it unleashes fire.
What?
Fucking artificer's cannon.
So roll me a dex save for the both of you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, it might be better than fucking.
Okay, that's a nat 17 for Kirla.
I think I just
might-
realized
So that's a dirty 20.
Oh, Aurora
This
got
must be the-
stuck at it too. Okay.
This must be the work of it. Oh my god, it's fucking Bad Company.
I don't
God,
know what
you're
that is.
right.
I don't know what that is, but okay.
Jojo
It's a
reference.
JoJo.
Oh.
It's a JoJo reference.
Okay, okay.
You're
So,
carried, I got you.
dirty 20 for who?
That's a dirty 20 for Kirla.
Okay, half damage.
Can
for
I
you.
use that dirty 20 to get Miko out of the way?
We did Miko roll.
A nat 7.
But he has a
I-
plus to his dex save.
I
I'll
got
say-
a dirty 10.
I'll say this because technically speaking, you no.
Oh shit. No, never mind. Never, you mean it.
Huh?
Miko has a plus 9 to his dex saves.
Okay, so what do you get then?
16.
Okay, yeah. So the both of you only take half damage. I just realized Ferrara is also caught in this cone.
I will actually take quarter damage because I'm resistant to fire.
Cool. So, excuse me. And Lindry, okay, all of you guys are gonna get out of the way. So, yeah, quarter and half and half. As this fucking This cannon just puts out like a blast of fire, a cone. So it was 4 damage, so 2 for the both of y'all, and then I guess 1 for you. As it just unleashes this cone of fire, just comes blasting out. So stupid. I love this class. And then you would see her just kind of raise her hand up while still having her other hand up on the wheel. And you would see her just go, ka-chow, and you just hear a crack as a fucking beam of fire comes shooting out of her hand. There's 3 of them, by the way.
Oh no.
Who's she aiming for, the dog or for the Yanti? That's for the dog. That's for the Yanti. She's going for the Yanti. So that's going to be 7. That's going to be 3 times I need to roll that hits, as she essentially did Scorching Ray. Okay. The other one, I know this one will hit, that's 30-24. And that's an 18. Okay. Does 18 hit and does a 24 hit?
Yes.
Okay. You're about to see about that third one, because it'll make a lot more sense. So you see the first 2 hit, right? As they go flying out and they strike you. And you can take 8, obviously half it yourself because you have quarter. So 8 and then 7. Fire damage is what you, as you these first 2 basically strike you, near your shoulders. And you see as she brings up to do that third one, it fucking blows up in her face.
Oh.
As she will take her Scorching Ray damage. As she rolled a nat 1 on it. And she rolled bare minimum damage.
Uh-oh.
It is doubled because it is a nat 1. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. So 2 times 2 is 4. So she takes 4 fire damage. Yeah, she rolled the bare minimum damage on herself. But she rolled pretty damn well on the others. As that is the Artificer's turn. And then the guy in the suit, you'd see him just kind of despite being bloodied, you can see that he's looking around with almost a snakish smile, is the best way to put it. As you can see him just kind of go, well, this should be fun. And clap his hands. As
great.
You can
He's a fruit user, isn't he?
No, actually. As you begin to see thunderclouds begin to form above the boat.
Oh.
You have got to be fucking kidding me.
It's a fucking druid.
And you'd see him just go,
No, this should be fun.
it's showtime! And he essentially closes his eyes and begins to wave his hand around, pointing, and then stops. As that's how he picks. He's leaving his kills to pure chance.
Oh god!
Gotcha.
So,
I'm still fucking
for
dead.
Chrono, this is for Varara, this is for Lindry, this is for Miko. Holy shit, why did it roll like that? Okay, Lindry,
He didn't
I'm
pick...
sorry.
Oh, thank god he didn't pick me.
Yeah, he did, actually, did he see you? No, he did not.
Invisibility! Sorry.
Yeah, essentially because of that, he had disadvantage to be able to actually have a chance of getting you. So there's a small shot, he just accidentally points at you. But it's a disadvantage essentially. But yeah, no, so he perfectly stopped on directly center mass pointing at Lindry.
Uh-oh.
As she got I'm gonna be honest, she got a nat 20 for picking. Granted, it's picking, that's just him deciding an opponent, so that's one of the few times where I can genuinely say a nat 20 isn't gonna do anything extra, but honestly, it's better the nat 20's out of the way now than later for the enemies to be throwing shit like that at you guys. That is honestly insanely lucky. So roll me another dex save, as you need to dodge literal lightning.
Come on, Killa! Fuck!
Uh-oh.
Oh.
What did you get? Oh god.
Well, it's not a nat 1. I'll say that.
Okay, so you failed.
It is a 38.
Yeah, that's a fail. So
Ooh.
you see him stop, and like you're just starting to process it because you're dealing with all this other stuff. You just got like roasted lightly, like a very light crispy toast. That just came out of the microwave.
hair is
Don't think
singed.
about it. Yeah, your hand was slightly singed. You're dealing with your dog who's on a succubus, or at least tried to get on it. And then you just look up, and there's this guy just so happened to point at you. And as you start to realize what's going on, you don't have enough time to react. As you feel a strike of lightning touch down into your shoulders, as you take 17 lightning damage.
Oh my.
As it surges down your back.
Yowie.
Luckily, fun
Hey.
fact about this spell, if there was actual, like, storms or rain or something going on, it would do an extra d10. So you're lucky that it is a clear
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, I call lightning.
Yep.
Hello,
God.
old friend. How dare you?
Yeah.
She loves that
Oh
spell.
god.
I don't blame her, it's a really good spell.
Uh-huh.
As you would
You
see...
said clouds start to form, and my brain's just like, funk.
Yeah, you would see the bard. Or maybe a bard. It could be a fighter. Considering she pulled out a rapier, who fucking knows? As she begins to hum.
Oh no.
Oh
And-
no.
I'm
Oh.
so
Through
dead.
all of this chaos, you can hear her just giving a very soft...
Oh, boy.
And you would see as she begins to cycle around Miko.
Uh-oh.
Not proccing opportunity of attack, essentially. She isn't supposed to be on this little top area and trying to put her basically on that corner bit of that wall there in between the stairs, but icons won't let me. As she will get near that area. And then lining herself up, you see her spin her rapier in her hands like a baton. Slash it downwards. Lean forward. And the next thing you know, she's right beside the teenager.
What? The fuck?
Huh.
As she's going to be rolling to hits on everyone in that line. Which is Varara,
What the piss?
Lindry, and Miko. That is a 17 natural on Miko, so that's a 24. That is a 15 on Lindry.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
And that is a 22 on Varara.
Oh god.
All of you are getting hit. I'm gonna roll the damage. Granted, you already have her blooded, so you can probably guess this is probably one of her way stronger abilities. So, understand this might hurt a bit.
Uh-oh.
Holy shit, almost max damage.
Oh
no.
god.
That what I want to mention. I'm going to be fully transparent. This is a thing that does 4d12 plus 4. 8,
What?
12, 11, 8, 4.
What the fuck?
That is 43 psychic damage. What the flying fuck
Oh
is
my
going on
God.
today?
Right, so Miko's dead.
So, this is the one thing I will mention, though, is that you'll realize pretty quickly they are aiming to kill. Nobody seems to be aiming to kill in this party.
What?
They might be pirates, but they seem to be doing non-lethal strikes. So Miko will not be dead, but they will be going unconscious. No death saves needed. These are pirates that are choosing to go non-lethal.
Oh, so they're good. Well, better guys.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
just straight up assholes.
Okay.
So, yeah, gosh damn, I'm so sorry, by the way. That's actually absurd. Varar is also down, actually.
What? How the fuck?
Oh.
That's 43
Yeah,
psychic damage.
We're dead.
Kirla's also down.
Yep, I'm gonna put the X down on that. So 3 of your party members are down by 1 strike.
What the piss, man?
Yep,
Oh.
I'm gonna be real. This is insanely unlucky rolling. You would see her as just like... That is like the end of her turn, as she'll just hold her bonus action.
Oh, great.
And then there's the teenager. As
Oh,
the teenager
fuck him, man.
looking at Yusaki
Oh, great.
begins to smile As you just go, trust me, I don't mean anything by this. Just stand still, will ya? And just, like, he tries to kick you like a football.
What?
And he's aiming to punt you. He's wasting one of his main attacks in his action, because he's a 2 attacks per action. He's wasting one of them to simply just put an athletics into this strike to try and send you overboard.
Okay.
Oh my god, that is so lucky. What is your AC?
My AC is 15.
Okay, that checks. He misses you by 1.
Ooh.
Because, I want to mention, I'd already rolled his athletics. He would have sent you... I'm just going to bring out the little measurement here. I don't know why it's cone. Hold up. No cone. He would have sent you 40 feet, which would have been just enough to send you overboard.
What the fuck?
And you see him basically just kind of reel his body back and try and go for this, like, basically using all the momentum in his body to try and punt you. As he tries to kick you into the air, and you barely, nimbly, like, duck under his kick, basically jumping back slightly and then bringing your head down. As he will then flurry of blows.
Oh, great. Hey, it's time to remember Uncanny Dodge.
Yes, Uncanny Dodge matters. That is a 13 to hit.
No.
And a 21 to hit.
That does.
Okay. Luckily, that's just a normal unknown strike. Oh my god, stop rolling max! Okay, no more digital dice. No more bullshit. That is 11
I
bludgeoning.
was just gonna use Uncanny Dodge anyway.
Okay, so you can have it then.
Let's have.
Still, I'm not using digital dice after that. Fuck that. I feel so bad for y'all. Okay, that is the end of their turn. Before you guys' turn starts, I want you to know something.
What?
As your turn begins, and after that strike happens, and you guys are kind of getting your brains rattled, you see
Except for
a
me.
portal
How much damage
begin
was that,
to
by the way?
form. So that was 11 total, but since that's half for you, that would be 6. That would be 6 bludgeoning.
Okay. Also,
Yeah.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why is my HP wrong on my token? Let me fix that.
Oh yeah, please update that.
There we go.
So you would see as this
Okay.
blood portal begins to form, and you would see that there is a man that begins to step out of it, and you would
What?
realize this is something that you specifically would know because you have seen this
great.
portal before. You
Oh,
know
no.
who sent you a little bit of help. As
Who's
you
this man?
see this,
Is
like,
this Acrid's new character?
possibly.
Oh, that's.
As
that
you
is-
see, go ahead and, send an image here. As you see this, like, Kitsune kind of step
yes.
out.
I will send. Let me grab his image.
You don't have it saved?
I don't save my images. I just have him posted somewhere and I can go find them.
Wait.
God.
Because I have
Check.
so much shit. As you guys have seen
right.
this guy step through.
Is this, like, essentially, is this, like, Kitsune with these, like, black, foxish ears and purple eyes that are slitted with a black jacket, pop collar. Is there anything else you want to mention about this?
He has a nice. His jacket looks nice, but you can really tell he's probably had it for a bit, and he's repaired it.
Yep.
As well as the same with his pants, which also look well. And his right eye is blue. His left eye is purple.
Yep.
As he steps out, and he is already smiling as he steps out, as he seems to tend to smile.
Is this their new character?
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be honest, Acrid. I'm very sorry about this, but I might have to be a party pooper here.
Huh?
So I want to go ahead and go first, and Chrono is gonna just suddenly throw up a timeout hand signal after seeing 3 of his crew get absolutely fucking destroyed. Chrono will just say, "Hold it, Parlay, just for a minute." What?
What?
Look, listen, and considering we've been down several of our crew members, and I'm not in the particular mood to see any more of my crew members get absolutely destroyed, I am willing to give you some of our gold if that means we can go our separate ways right now. I'd rather not endanger my crew any further.
I mean, if I'm going to be honest, I was just looking for a bit of fun. Not more in the, like, old destructive thing. I'm not a fucking Alamar. More of just, I just wanted a fight.
Say what?
Yeah, I heard that the
nice.
Catastrophe Pirates love to fight. You constantly talked about how you want to fight. I heard about it all the time. So I figured you'd want to fight, so I shot my cannon.
Okay, you know what? Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's on me. I just kind of assumed that you're another group that wanted to kill us.
No, not. Why would I want to do that?
This isn't the fight I would love to give you, but I'll at least try to get High to finish it.
I appreciate it.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Up.
Greetings.
Okay.
As you just see him sit there, and he's just got this small firebolt that he's tossing up and down in his hand. As he's just standing there watching. He's like, I heard a timeout. Do I throw this or not?
I'll just lean over past Jackal's shoulder and I'll just say, who are you exactly?
Name's Loki. I was sent to help you.
Chrono. Cool. Thanks. Yeah. No. Don't.
Wait a
kill-
minute.
What?
I'll talk to you about that later. But sure, I won't kill anyone. I don't like killing anyways.
Yeah.
As he just starts swinging this firebolt between his two hands, and you start to see it slowly start accelerating.
Oh.
As he's just waiting. Like, the longer he waits, the faster it goes. So it's just almost like... And as he starts to wait, this is the last thing is, you see him, like, toss it upwards, pull out a cigarette. As the firebolt comes down, it lights the cigarette as he catches it. As he just starts
Chrono-
smoking.
Got it. Chrono would just kind of cough to get his attention, to Captain Jackal's attention, so he's facing him again, and he'll just say, "Okay, time in," and he'll get his, and he will resume the fights.
All right.
What?
Oh.
And
I
Jackal
can't
was
believe
so
that fucking
confused.
worked. I cannot believe that fucking worked for you.
I mean,
I'll be real. It's only because of this specific crew. Anyone else would have been like, no, stop, no, fucking no.
okay.
I want to mention, Loki looks equally confused that they let that happen. That was like
Alright,
a
look.
solid 6 seconds. Like, that was like a whole fucking turn past. I was
so
just standing there
confused.
talking.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, now, I mean, look, Yusaki is going to get sent to the ocean. I'm on 9 health. I decided to make sure we could get out of this alive first. Now that I know that the stakes are not high anymore, I'm just gonna play D&D like a normal person.
Okay.
So,
I thought you were actually pausing time. I'm gonna be real. I thought that's what you were doing.
no, it was just like
Tokyo
a sport,
Tomare.
no, it was just like a sports coach asking their team to just wait a fucking minute.
All I want to know is how the fuck am I the one that like didn't go down first?
Alright,
Well, it's
I'm
because
a rogue.
Because
yeah,
I
but
placed myself in a really bad situation and you were stealth.
also there was
Good point.
multiple people hitting them. Like, let's be
Yeah.
real.
Oh boy,
Alright.
Loki looking like, oh, isn't this gonna be fun?
Alright, Nits, I'm gonna punch Jackal in the face.
All right,
That's a 17 to hit.
that will barely hit.
Wow, wow.
Boom, boom. 16 damage.
Okay.
Here comes hit number 2.
Okay.
I know that misses. I'm gonna go into Flurry of Blows, and here comes the 3rd hit.
Okay.
I know that misses. And I'm gonna, instead of doing a 4th attack, I'm gonna do Hand of Healing on myself.
Okay.
So that's, let me double check really fast. 1d6 plus 3. And that's, I get 5 hit points back, which isn't a lot, but Jesus Christ, I'm trying.
That's fair. That's fair.
Alright. Oh, I got, what else could I do? Do I have anything funny?
Anything
Eh,
funny? I mean, you do have. Wait, no, that's a bonus. Never mind.
Yeah, that would
I-
be fun to try it out at this point, but
I don't want to
I'm gonna
spoil
let-
what I want to say.
I'm gonna let you know right now, I'm not gonna use any of my time or drug bullshit magic because what's Chrono's like, oh, wait, okay, if you don't want to kill and you just want to fight, sure, I'll try to take you seriously because he's
Yeah.
actually not being an asshole.
Yeah, no. That's why, like, he was, like, actually willing to talk with you despite, like, the beginning way you introduced yourself to him. He's like, okay. Sure, let me...
I mean, he shot cannonballs at us. I just figured negotiations had passed until you specified that his crewmate, Succubus, wasn't killing.
Yeah, well, no, so, like, the fun thing with my world, the way I do D&D stuff, you can always try and chat with enemies. You can always do that in combats.
Fair.
You probably can't have full-on conversations, because... 6
Like
seconds.
you just did.
But, yeah. The only reason why I allowed that was because he actually was like, okay, yeah, what are we timing out for?
Yeah, no, that's fair. All right,
Yeah,
I'll just
yeah.
set my turn on that note.
Yeah, it actually does pay to actually talk with your enemies sometimes, because you can actually, like, sometimes pacify them without having to fight them, or, like, sometimes even get extra information that might be useful to you, things like that. So, yeah. I do recommend it.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. Alright, so that's the end of your turn. Lindry's down
non-le-
for now, which I will mention this, by the way. I did not get to do this. During that 6 seconds, the succubus would have moved, and she would also, just like as she moved, by the way, just look at you and just go, hello, cutie. And then you would just see her just kind of like, walk, just kind of like scoot her way past Varara, kind of like bump her ass onto Chrono, passing by, and then go over to Lindry and just go, let's get you up and the doggo up, and just kind of like kiss you guys on your forehead as you will heal.
What the fuck? Okay.
What?
Yeah, you might realize this is their doctor.
Oh, I feel like
What?
a shithead now.
Why'd they just heal you? Wait, they just healed you?
They're trying to make sure they don't die.
Yeah, they're not trying to kill you guys at the end of the day.
Okay.
So 7
The
health
dog-
back
I'm getting some
to
mixed messages here.
7 back to Miko. 7 back to both. Yeah, I mean they literally just wanted to spar you guys. They're not actually trying to kill you guys.
Talk about a terrible fucking first impression.
Well, listen,
I mean-
all they've heard about the Catastrophe Pirates, from what you understand from Jackal, all they've heard is that you guys are constantly wanting to fight people. Because
That's
they've
not
seen...
true!
Yeah, well, see, all they've seen is you guys go to tournaments, and then they've heard that, like, statements of, like, Chrono being saying things like, yeah, let's get a real good fight, things like that. So
Hey,
they just
Chrono!
got into the assumption of, they must want to fight. That's why they're pirates, because they just want to challenge themselves.
When I get out of this, Chrono, I'm going to give you a very strongly worded lecture about challenging random people to fight!
I mean, granted,
Okay?
this one wasn't his fault. This one wasn't.
But it's okay, but it's a snowball effect from things that was his fault.
You're
Oh
lucky
my-
in my fucking defense.
Oh my
Most of the
God.
people in this world want
Oh
to
my.
murder us, attack us,
Wow.
or inflict some sort of violence on us. So when
Wow.
cannonballs are yeeted out of cannons, the rational assumption is, oh shit, gotta protect my crew.
No, that
So
no,
cut me
no,
some slack, man.
no.
Calm
no,
down.
Can I? Okay, this is actually as a player. Can I
I think
non-lethally
I've
throw a
broken
fireball?
stealth. Oh, great! I just broke stealth.
You
Brilliant.
can non-lethally throw a fireball. I will allow
Oh,
this.
Oh, for,
So,
oh, for fuck's sake! Well, it's not like I had it anyway.
yeah.
So the grunt that's nearby Loki, you would just see Loki. Who this fireball, by the way, is just a blur. Like it just looks like a line because he's been standing here for like 10 seconds. He's just fucking here. He's just like, I want you to know this isn't personal, and then he flings the fireball at the grunt that's right there.
You see the grunt who was just trying to like watch, like he was just like he had like a
Oh,
like a
okay.
bucket of popcorn and like a can of soda.
He's watching. As far as I knew, he had a sword. So as if he's actively doing nothing, I'm not gonna hit him.
Okay, so for more flavoring here, he has a sword, but it is like in his he has it like tucked between like his arm and his like and like his like side of his like waist.
Okay, so Loki's gonna look at him
Like-
like, he's gonna look at him like, hey, if you keep doing that,
yeah.
I won't attack you.
Ah, okay.
He goes, hey, you with the lightning.
Oh, hello there. Oh, you're new.
You just hear like a, my bad, sorry, and he chucks a fireball at him. It's non-lethal, but it's still a firebolt rapidly approaching.
Go ahead.
And that is that's a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
I will warn everybody now, just so y'all know, this character is a lot more goofy. He really don't give a fuck.
Oh boy.
Hell yeah.
He cares about few things, just don't affect those things.
Yep.
Alright, this guy takes a whopping 6 fire damage.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
sorry, it just hit me. I almost forgot to make that con save because I'm still poisoned.
Yes, you should do that. Thank you.
That's a 10.
Alright, so you'll just take another just flat d6 of just poison, essentially.
Max damage because fuck my life today.
Oh my god, dude. Digital dice are against y'all. I don't know what it is about today.
Yeah.
But
Alright, well, so he takes 6 fire damage, the druid, I'm guessing? The guy fucking in the crow's nest?
you can try to get an insight to try and get an idea of what he might be.
Do I have to use anything to roll that? Or...
I'll let it be a free action, sure.
Alright, so I got a fucking... What's my insight, Loki? How good are you at insight, bud? You're good at it, kinda. Not when you roll a 3.
Oh, you rolled a 3?
I got a dirty 9.
For all you know, this man could just be a wild magic barbarian.
Wild. Anyways. Alright, well, he's gonna look at the kid.
Yeah.
And he's just gonna be like, hey, let me know how this feels. Non-lethal. And
Will
just snaps
do.
his fingers. And just, the kid suddenly feels like his blood is boiling.
Alright, con
He's gonna
save.
need to roll con save.
Yep. He did fail that one. That is a nat 2. So that is, yeah, going to roll your damage.
Alright, cool. The kid takes 20 fire damage.
Alright. As he goes into crippled.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest.
Uh-huh.
Now that I think about it, Chrono would kind of turn to the kid and he'll just say, FYI, the guy you're fighting is a fruit user. Please don't kick him into the ocean.
Oh, I thought it was just a party trick.
No, that's real power.
He's the cloak. Oh, it's the cloak guy. I need to talk to you.
Why?
Oh, no reason. Well, no, there's a big reason. Several reasons. Anyways.
Okay.
I will actually tell the kid that. Oh, so by the way, your moves are pretty solid. You got real potential.
Appreciate it.
Oh boy. All right, now I'm done.
Huh?
That's it. I'm out of shit.
All right. Lindry, you have been
that's fine.
brought back from the grave, but we're going to get to Usagi first.
Oh great, I'm so dead. Anyway.
It's your turn.
Lindry isn't here. She walked away.
That's fair.
Okay, well I'm just gonna try once again to get this guy. Okay.
Mhm.
Remember, okay, another feature I haven't used in a long ass time. Insightful fighting. You can make an insight check against a creature that isn't incapacitated. Contested with the target's deception attack. If you succeed, you can use your sneak attack against that target even if you don't have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
Let me make that roll. That's a 9.
Oh my god. Natural, right? Natural?
Yeah, and that's a dirty 9 actually. But
Oh,
I don't have a good insight.
I'm trying. Yeah, no, you can't tell shit.
Fuck. Well, whatever. It's fine. Fine.
Uh,
Fine. I guess it'll be a non-lethal attack. Okay. Let me just fucking shoot him.
You got
Or
this.
Let
You
me
got
just
this,
let me
bud.
just stab him. Okay.
Dabby.
Stabby.
Boy. Okay.
All right, you got this.
That's 16 to hit.
That will barely hit.
Good. 1d8 plus 5.
Lindry was brought back from the grave and gets to do something, I guess. Or she could
Well,
choose to opt out and enjoy popcorn.
I'm gonna
Lindery's
be
not
honest.
doing anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. After they get Wake It Back
That's
up,
12 more damage.
Okay.
Chrono
this
will
guy.
turn to face Lindry.
I'm not done with this guy. I don't care if it's not like a real fight anymore. I need to beat this jackass.
But yeah, you're turning
Yeah,
back to Lindsay. I'll
Lindery
get
is
to that.
staying against the guardrails of the ship, and she's just checking over Miko because he's got some singed fur.
That's fair. That is
Oh,
fair.
great.
I
Her
wouldn't...
concern is always her companion.
It's fair. I will mention this. So as you like do this strike, let me know, how do you want to knock him out?
Oh.
As he only had 10 health left. Remember how so like before the attack from Loki, he was already bordering bloodied, and it was enough damage to it brought him to crippled. So he only had 10 health left. So you did 12. So how do you want to knock him out? Usagi?
Oh, what? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to just... No, I'm not. I know, as much as I really want to punch him in the balls, that seems like a terrible idea.
Don't do that
considering
to
what happened last
kid.
time.
Don't do it. That's
What happened
more...
last time I did that?
I'll be real, the captain
No,
might turn
instead-
on you.
Yeah, exactly. So instead, I'm just going to like trip. Instead, I'm just gonna like fucking trip him and then put the sword to his neck and dispel the invisibility.
Okay. Yeah.
So it like falls on his ass, and before he can realize it, I'm standing there uncloaked with my like katana, with my sword like pointed at his neck.
Hell yeah. Alright. Cool. That's some good moves you got there, little guy.
You know, if you want to spar, there are better ways to do it than shooting cannons at our ship.
Yeah,
In the
but that
middle of
wasn't
the
my
ocean.
call. That was the boss's.
Which one's the boss? This
Ken-
guy?
he points at Jackal. Yeah.
Probably the captain.
I'm gonna
I
Guy wearing
look
the
at him.
hat.
yeah.
Look at him. I swear to God, I swear to God, all you captains have strange ideals for fight.
You see him like lean, hit, and tilt his head over to you, and kind of like shift his eyes, almost at an alarming speed, over to you, Usagi,
Uh-oh.
and
Oh,
just
shit.
give you the biggest grin. Like, and you would see that when he does it, just fun little information. You would see these
personal.
almost like these
Oh, I
almost
think I
like
pissed him off.
fanged teeth.
Oh, I pissed him off.
Bared. You just go. In order to lead, you have to be crazy. Just-
Chrono would genuinely nod
Noted.
at Shackle, and he
Noted.
would just say,
Rose.
"A free thinker, and he doesn't kill. You might be starting to earn my respect, actually."
Unlike my brother Hyde.
Ooh.
Ah,
Wait.
I see what you did.
I figured one of them was gonna be Hyde.
Oh yeah.
Fucking kidding me. Wait,
I'm
that's
sorry,
supposed
you
to-
can't do
wait.
Jekyll and not
I
have.
thought it was Jackal as
Hyde.
in the animal.
Nope. Oh man. But yeah, you'd
Mr.
realize
Hyde.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Okay.
Don't know who Hyde is though,
Oh,
but he is mentioned Hyde. Is that everybody's turn? I think that is. Ferrara! She's staying out because she got knocked out. So as far as she cares, it's like dodgeball. You don't get back in. So.
Irla literally pulls out a brush and starts brushing out the singed bits of Miko's fur.
That's fair. Quileka.
Just muttering to herself, just, come on, Miko, let's get this out of you.
You see the second is just kind of like, essentially, she does get up, but then she just kind of like, basically just lean down towards you and just go, Quileka, by the way, glad to meet ya.
Irla. And this is Miko.
Good to meet you, Miko. And she would just pull out, like, you would see, like, just out of her bag, you see her just pull out, like, a fish. Just a cooked fish. She would just go, you might like this. Alright, but I have things to attend to.
Miko sniffs at the fish and then just, like, carefully takes it before just devouring it.
That's fair.
That
That's
shit
fair.
could be poison and he wouldn't give a fuck.
He takes things very politely
Oh, yeah.
And then eats it.
and then just devours.
Oh, man. Alright, as it'll get into the enemy's turn, as Captain Jackal will look to good old Chrono. And just
Chrono
go,
would sorry, I was gonna say Chrono would just kind of smile and I'll just say, "Well, give it your best."
Alright, do you want me to go old-fashioned? Or do you want me to show you how I truly fight?
Chrono would just kind of shrug it up. He'll just say, whatever. As long as it's cool, I don't care what it is.
Fair enough! And you see him fucking throw his rapier up into the air. He basically had a rapier sitting on the right side of his hip. You see him basically immediately pull it out, sending it flying up into the air, bring out his arm, just sticking it straight out. As the rapier will come back down, it will basically cut into his arm as blood begins to trickle. And you would feel at that very moment as if you have a blood curse on you.
You know what? That's fine. I know I'm not.
As you feel almost bloated. As for the duration, the creature has disadvantage on strength and dex checks, and you'll take a d8 of necrotic damage if you make more than one attack in your turn.
Cool, so I'm dead no matter what on my next
Yep,
turn.
he's guaranteeing it. And then you would see, like, before it can even hit the ground, he then uses his other arm to snatch it out of the air before it hits the ground and basically bring it swinging skywards upwards towards you. As he'll be rolling. And that is a natural 19 plus 6.
I'd say don't even bother rolling the damage. Can we just
Yeah.
let this be the final hit for this fight?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm gonna be real. He has a vicious rapier. That was doing more than just a d8. So, yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
So,
That will-
after... Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna say, so as he does this swing, essentially it would connect with like your shoulder and then drag up and then hit your chin barely. But you'd see that he uses the blunt end so he doesn't cut into you.
Gotcha.
As he'll basically knock you onto your ass. And that's where you lose the last little bit of your health. But we still have some other people still standing.
Ah.
As you would see him just look over to Usagi and just go, well, care to play a game? And you would see him basically walk over the 5 feet, spinning his rapier basically from his left hand to his right and then back to his left and then back to his right. And you see that he starts picking up the speed as he begins transferring it from hand to hand, basically making it spin, eventually to the point where it looks like a fucking helicopter's blade spinning.
Oh!
And you see him just go, let's have some fun! And
Oh god.
you would see as he begins his legendary action.
I believe it.
I'm gonna be honest, Carter's just sitting cross-legged, just kind of watching this.
What the fuck, man? Whatever.
Fine.
He's
He
just
got
gonna
knocked
enjoy
out.
the show.
I have 32 health! I can take you!
Luckily for
Possibly.
you, you get to roll your favorite stat of all, Dex.
What? Oh my god, finally.
Fearless,
Okay.
just-
Either you're gonna get
Miko at this
bisected
point.
or you're
Hey,
gonna
wait
be
a
fine.
minute. Hey, wait a minute. I have a character ability for this. Give me a minute.
Yes.
Let me find it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me find
Okay.
Okay.
When I fail a Dex saving throw, I can reuse my reaction to roll D4 and add it to the save, potentially turning the failure into success.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
So here we
Oh
go.
yeah, that's a rabbit thing.
Yes.
All right, let's see what
I
you
think the
get.
That's
question is, how
25.
much did you
A
fail?
25? Nice. So you
Please
only
tell me
take
that's-
half
That
damage.
has to be, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You only take half damage instead. So I'm going to roll.
Can I? Okay. If depending on how much damage that is, I might use Uncanny Dodge to have it further.
That would be fair.
I feel like
as-
that should be decided now. Like, do
Yes.
you want to use
Okay,
that now
yes,
or later?
yes, I will use it right now before I
Okay.
know the
I
damage.
think
So-
Uncanny does. Never mind.
Yeah.
It
I'm
doesn't
pretty
say
sure
that.
Uncanny Dodge you have to decide
Just
before.
continue.
It doesn't say that.
I normally run it as it does before, but just because this is more of just a goofy just fight, I was just gonna let it run.
But fine, fine. I will say
yeah.
I'll do. It's not like I have anything else to spend my reaction on.
That's fair. That's fair. So here's the thing: you would have taken 30 slashing. Instead, you'll take 15. As you just start getting
the fuck?
grinded up by like essentially it's that thing like you don't even realize like just how like where he's swinging from. At like 1 second, like he's just like spinning into place. He doesn't look like he's moving anywhere. Next thing you know, you're like starting to get slashed from the right, the left side, from up top. Like you see him like slash your ears, slash your feet, slash your ankles, slash your arms. Like he's just constant.
Okay.
And then you would see him just go, well, that's all I have. Now it's your turn. As he gives a bow. But little do you know, there's still some people that haven't done their turns yet. And you see the artificer just start like basically you see her just start skipping away from the fucking wheel, just go, I wanna play, let me play, I wanna have some fun, let me. No, I'm not sorry. No killing, sorry. You can see she was probably gonna say she wanted to kill.
Okay.
Minotaur.
Alright.
Minotaur habits.
Okay. My turn, bitch.
Oh, no.
I was like,
So,
Alright, my turn, bitch. It's blood magic time, motherfucker.
Well, you got the rest of enemies' attacks first, and then you'll get to do that blood
Alright.
magic.
Okay.
Alright, so you would see as she just pulls out her battle axe, looking at Loki with the like biggest smile. And you just see her just go, let's have some fun! And you see her lean back and bring the axe backwards, and then basically drawing her right leg back in the process, slamming her left foot forward, and then fucking like hurling a baseball like a pitcher, hurling this axe towards Loki.
Oh, wait a minute, that's not fair.
That is a... Okay, lucky for you. She did not roll well, as she got a dirty 9. As it goes flying past you, barely nicking some of your hair.
Hey, I need that.
She just go, my bad, and then just... as you would see her just kind of like basically just, as she says it, just bring out her palm, face it towards you, and go ahead and just roll me a wisdom save.
Ah, shit. I feel like Loki would just say as a character, fuck. That's a nat 18.
Alright.
So that is a dirty 21.
Cool. So,
Oh boy.
you will not be blinded as she casts dancing lights directly into your eyes. Like, right in your face. Like, this. And you'd see, finally, you see the cannon start wheeling its way over.
Hey, you stay over there. Stop it.
Alright, Chrono would actually turn to the succubus and he'll just say, hi, sorry, quick question.
Yes.
How is that cannon moving?
Oh, that's her eldritch cannon. She loves it to
Fucking knew
bits. She's nicknamed it Baby Girl.
I would have mentioned Loki just looked at it and went, stop it. Stay over there.
Yeah,
Hey, no.
I would have mentioned. You see, like, it was gonna go past the grunt. You said stop it. It stops. And you see it look towards the artificer and give her like an up and down nod, like nod up down and then side to side, like oh yes or no. And she gives it a nod, and then it goes the other 5 feet to get right there.
I would have mentioned Loki's like, how'd that almost work?
Oh man.
You got an obedient cannon.
Yeah. She will, because, you know, technically you should be at 0, Chrono. You would see that Quileka would, she didn't have any more turns to do for her cannon stuff, so her cannon just only got to move. You see Quileka just using one of her spells, use, essentially, first level Cure Wounds, even though she could do higher. It's just right, she's gonna preserve that for her actual teammates, which I think is pretty fair. She is the doctor. And she would just kind of heal Chrono for almost max 11. As she just kind of kisses you on the forehead.
That's so Okay, I think in character, being kissed on the forehead, Chrono's face would turn bright red.
So his fur is tinted red.
Yes.
His face straight up. And his eyes widen. He doesn't say anything, but it's pretty obvious. his reaction.
man. That is fair.
Pirla
that is fair.
just looks at this and just, I'm surprised Usagi hasn't decided to get himself out. What with such a beautiful woman?
Oh, thank you. Though I don't know if I haven't again. Well, actually, I could change that. And you see her shift into a rabbit form.
What the fuck?
You notice she still keeps her curves.
Oh god.
As
Oh,
she
God,
would
God,
strut
it's
over.
a succubus.
Because
Succubus.
It's a succubus, so you can't do that.
Oh no.
I will mention, I'm not saying walk, I said strut.
Oh god.
and-
God.
And she would come
Are
over.
you trying to distract Usagi with the sexy?
She would just kind of, basically just kind of, lean over to Usagi and just go, "Hey there, how you doing?"
How tall is she, by the way?
She has made sure that she's specifically 7 inches taller than you.
Specifically.
Oh my god. Unfortunately, that's not enough. Sorry.
Hey, guess what? Wisdom safe.
Wait, what? Oh, what the fuck is she doing? Oh god, no.
Charm
Okay, this
person,
fight
bitch.
started off on such a rough note, but now this is making up for it. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go.
Wisdom save? Okay, here we go.
Yeah, you got this, buddy. You got this.
That's a nat 1.
Gotcha. So you feel not just charmed, you feel entranced.
Oh, great.
You feel like
Careless
you
just-
are tripping over her right now.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna be honest. Chrono would shout out to Jericho and say, "I'm gonna be honest. That's probably the closest he's gonna be done with this fight."
Yeah, he's no fun. But I've got another plan anyways.
I mean, at least he can use that massively designed room for what it's intended.
Finally, yes, he can.
Oh, fine. assuming she wants to. But
It's a succubus.
It's a succubus, buddy.
That's
It's more
fine.
like a
Literally
DC of
just charmed
one.
you to the point where you're tripping
Okay.
over yourself to get to her.
Yeah.
What do you
Okay, I have
expect?
okay, Nitz, I have an important question
yes.
about the specific interpretation of succubus.
Mhm.
How does stealing life force work?
So succubi can do that if they want, but
But
I'll
it's
be
not
real.
like a guarantee.
It's not a guarantee. It's literally it only
Okay.
happens if they choose to do so.
Oh!
Yes. Yeah. So they'll only do that if they want to kill you. And it's pretty obvious this succubus is a pretty friendly person, so she probably won't do that
Oh.
to you.
He probably just wants to have some fun.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose there's worse ways.
Yeah. Other thing. We still have one more person. As you would see the guy, the man in the suit, adjust his suit.
Oh, great.
And just basically look to Lindry, fun fact, and just go,
Oh.
"Oh, it's one of my kind. Oh, that's special." And you see, as he says that, you'd realize he's got a little bit of a longer lisp than people who typically have lisps do. And you see his tongue is a little bit more snakish.
Beyonce.
Yeah,
Oh,
you just
a
go,
rare type to find indeed.
"Indeed. Well, enjoy the show." And you'd see him bring his hand up and point to Loki.
Hey, keep that away from me.
Can't do, buddy. Dex save.
Yeah, figured. God damn it. This is a fucking... like, you just feel like, damn it. Why do I have to be the only one still standing? I got a 15.
15. That will fail by 1, as you will take
Fuck.
16 lightning damage.
Ow.
And then you...
I would mention,
God.
you just hear a quiet, ow. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Can I use this? So, wait. That guy. The guy that just hit me.
Yeah.
With the, like, your dex save.
Dex save?
Dex save.
Okay.
It is technically a reaction.
It is a 3 plus 3, so you got a 6.
All right, y'all would all see a spectral hand appear beside him as he gets backhand slapped non-lethally by Magic Hand.
All right, roll your damage.
Magic Hand, bitch. Please, that is 10 force damage.
So close to knocking him out.
No.
As he gets to 4 HP at this point.
Damn it, I've always wanted to knock someone out with that. I was hoping you were low enough.
Acrid and I have both been trying to do this for a while now. This is literally a goal we've had with that spell.
I want to mention, it also sounds like this is a personal goal of Loki's. To knock somebody out with this spell.
I apologize for this cantrip existing.
Yeah, she's the one that caused it. So, you would see...
It is my fault. I take responsibility. I apologize.
Oh, boy.
Lord.
You would see him just go, well, I know I could do a cantrip right now, because I can't do that, but I'm tired. And you see him just like, pull out a fucking office chair.
Damn.
In the crow's nest, by the way.
What
And
the fuck
sit
kind of
down.
reality warper is this?
Probably has it in a bag of holding, if I had to guess.
Possibly, you'd have to go up there to find the fuck out.
Or the artificer made a folding office chair.
One of those two. But yeah, you see him just pull that out, like, off from the ground area, and then just sit in it.
Is that his bonus action? He just chooses to sit.
He chose to sit.
Alright, I have a chance on a 1v3.
Alright, and it is your turn now.
Alright, I'm guessing I still have to knock him out. Or is he done? I can't
It
tell.
looks like he's done.
Okay. Cool, so I have a 2v1 to deal with.
Yeah.
3 if you count the cannon.
Yeah.
Loki will look between the two of them. He's like, "Ah, this is some bullshit." He goes, as he would just bring up his two hands, as he would snap his fingers at both of them, as he will
Alright.
force both of them to roll a con save.
I like to
Alright.
imagine Crota would call out to Loki saying, hey, there's no shame in calling it quit. Oh, no, never mind. You're still continuing.
Oh no, I won't back down from any fight.
Alright. 14 from Muta. And a
Muta.
7 from Jackal.
Alright, so both of them fail. It was
Okay.
at 17, I think.
Yep.
You said both of them
14,
fail.
Yeah, 14 was like
14,
the
okay.
highest, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so both of them fail.
Okay.
So Muta takes
Okay.
18 fire damage,
Okay.
and Jackal takes 18 fire damage.
Alright. I want to mention Jackal, despite all this, still looks unfazed.
Why do I get the feeling you're unkillable?
What don't know
He
if the-
says that. Oh no. It's just a fucking that look of, oh no.
Now, is that all you can do?
Unfortunately.
Alright. You see Jackal look to Mucha and just go, you're raring to go, so I'll let you go first. Oh, why, thank you. And you see her point to you, Loki, and just go, fire! And you see the cannon turn around.
Oh, sweet God.
So many questions right now.
So is that like a steel defender or something, or?
Oh no,
No,
no.
it's
This is an artificer class called the I kid you not, I think it's just called the Eldritch. No, it's called the Artillerist, where they get a thing called the Eldritch Cannon.
Oh,
It's just the literal cannon they summon.
It's not
They're
even
normally-
homebrew. Space D&D. I love them.
But they've been but it's been updated, so it's a literal cannon that goes wee.
Yeah. So yeah, as it will once again begin to put out fire. Go and roll me a dex save.
Oh, what the fuck? I got a 3.
You got a 3. Alright.
I got 3 plus 3, so
Okay.
6.
You fail as you take 14 fire damage.
Ah.
You would see her just go, alright. And you see her pull out another battle axe.
Oh, wait a fucking minute.
And just go, alright, here we go. And she fucking swings.
All right.
All right, that is a 16 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay, as you'll be taking a 1d10 as she's two-handing it. She rolled max, what the fuck? And she does 14 slashing damage.
All right. So what you guys would see is Loki is going to use one of his specials.
Okay.
As he will absorb that 14 slashing damage as he smiles at her.
She just squint at you and just go, why?
As you guys would then see Loki reach down at his belts as he pulls out 2 war picks.
Oh boy. And then you would hear behind you as you're currently facing towards Muta.
Hi.
Let's have some fun, shall we?
Oh boy.
And oh boy, here we go. Okay, let me read this down properly. Right. Okay, understood. I'm making sure I understand this subclass properly. So,
I get the feeling I know what he is, and I'm afraid if I'm correct.
yeah. You should be. You should be. Roll me a con save. As you can see, that he starts to create some type of like plasmatic surge in your body.
Shit. Luckily Loki with a fucking 23.
All right.
What's his con save?
So you'll take half damage, as you will take plasmatic damage.
Ow.
And I need to check. All right, that's a 2d8 plus 4. No, it's not. Sorry. No, it's just 2d8.
It has it.
Right. So it's just gonna be 4, as you take 4, essentially plasmatic damage. Yes, that is a separate element.
Yeah, it's a combination element. I know exactly what he is. How fucking dare you?
You're welcome.
How dare you use the class I just made?
And you'd see him just kind of like basically swish his sword around again, his rapier, and take 2 slashes at you.
Ow. Loki, by the way, at this point is not looking good.
That's fair. The lowest you got was a 23.
What the fuck? Yeah, no, he hits me.
Alright, as you take 6 slashing, and then 6 slashing.
Okay.
Alright. As that will be all he can do, I think.
6 slashing, and then 6 of those 12 total slashing.
Yes.
Something that people would be noticing from Loki is he doesn't seem to care about the slashing damage as much as he probably should.
Yep.
Like, he just seems to be getting hit by it. He's like, oh, well.
Fair enough.
What's a little bit of slashing damage ever hurt anybody? Alright, I'm guessing it's Loki's turn now.
Yes, it is.
As Loki, he is going to, you would see him, take that, he takes, his war picks, as he is going to then take a swing at, Jackal, as he's gonna spin around.
Alright.
And he will use that special to imbue that 14 slashing damage into whichever one of these hits.
Alright.
He can only use that once.
Alright.
So that was a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's a fucking... That's less than... That's a 15.
That will not.
8. And then, he has 21.
Alright.
These are all slashing and non-lethal.
Cool. So what's the damage?
So the first one has the plus 14 to it.
Okay.
This one will do, as he uses that slashing damage and hits him with the, with 23 slashing as his first one, because he took that 14 and used it here.
Okay.
And then 8, near max, as he does 10 slashing with his other one.
Okay.
And then, his bonus action.
Yes.
Loki looks at him and he just goes, I should have done it sooner, but that was kind of dumb of me. Anyways, I'm gonna do this instead. And he's going to whip around and just kind of poke with the warpick.
Oh boy.
The Minotaur as her blood boils again. Because he's realized I should have cast a different thing earlier. Fuck. Alright, I'll do this instead.
Alright, so con save?
Yes. Also, I should mention he's very wobbly.
That is fair. That is a 15 plus 5, so dirty 20 on this one.
She will succeed. She
Okay.
takes half damage.
Alright.
That is, I also rolled, I think, pretty low on this one.
Alright.
That will be nine fire damage to her.
Halved or not halved?
That's halved.
Okay, gotcha. Alright. Gotcha. Cool.
This Loki just stands there like, I don't. Oh. Alright, here we go.
Oh, man. Yeah. He'll get in. His turn will end. I'll mention, while that turn's ending, I know you thought he technically wasn't taken out of the combat, but he technically is at the same time. You'd see her just kind of, like, lead him to the other ship.
Bye, Sagi.
He's just going to the other ship with her. Don't mind him.
Chrono would take notice, but he's more interested in the new guy's moves than that right now.
Fair.
Oh boy.
As you would see Jackal just look at you and just go, all right, well, this has been fun.
Yeah. You want me to stop?
No. Let's wrap this up, though. And
Okay.
you would see him essentially bring his hand up, the one without the rapier, which is his left hand right now.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy.
And you would see him, as soon as he starts bringing it down forcibly, you'll need to roll me a con save.
15.
You will fail by 1.
I believe it.
As you will take 10, wait. Yeah, you'll get knocked back 10 feet. So I'm going to double check. Doink, doink. So you, like, basically your body slams into the rails of the ship. As you will take thunder damage. As basically a surge of, like, thunder and force crackled out of his arm when he did that. Sending you flying back. Basically, essentially just, like, shooting past the Minotaur into the railings. As you take 12 thunder damage.
Loki would hit the deck, and as he hits the deck, I'm gonna roll for something. As he hits the thing, and Loki would just be like, "I'm done. I'd keep going, but I'm done. Done.
Oh,
I'm done."
All right. Well,
That was a new one.
I'm glad you like my utility of spells.
Yeah.
Chrono would get up at this point to stretch his legs, and he'd walk over to Jackal, and he'll just say, "You definitely won this round."
Well, hopefully, maybe next time you can have a little bit of a better run. Maybe we can have a little bit more of a challenge.
Oh, you can definitely count on a rematch.
For sure, I'd be happy to.
Yeah.
Although, next time, please do a better job of learning us of your presence.
Yes. Next time, I'll try and give you more of a Davy Jones locker type of duel. How about that?
Sure. Wait, that's bad, isn't it?
Well, I mean, it counts. Do you want... Essentially, normally the person who loses a crewmate. We gain their crewmate of their choosing. But it's normally a lot more formal. It's a very pirate way of doing duels. I just figured since you seem to just kind of sporadically do fights, I just thought that was your way of doing duels.
No offense, but I probably wouldn't be in the mood for something like that. But, I mean...
Fair enough.
But, I mean, hey. Hear me out for a second, though. It's pretty rare for guys like us to meet, right? If you don't have any plans, I'm sure we could chat it out a little bit.
Well, right now we're going to be heading out to a certain island, but there's no rush now, is there? I won't be dying for a long time.
Are you a fruit user or something, or?
If I were the fruit user, I'd be dead on the floor. I couldn't swim. I could breathe. But no,
So,
not for my race.
apologies, but I've been in prison for over 350 years. I'm still trying to learn as I go along. But what are you exactly?
Let me show you something. Go ahead and, I don't know if you realize this when you're punching me. Go ahead and just touch my skin. I think you might understand a little bit more on my understanding.
Chrono will slip off his gauntlets, and he'll just kind of poke his right shoulder.
You would realize that his skin is abnormally squishy.
Aw.
As
Oh!
It's a fucking. I know what he is.
you'd see him just look to you and just go, you see, years and years and years ago, we were actually one of the first ever races to come to existence. Because our people were perfectly built for this world. The god of the ocean, Jaeger, when he was making races, we were the third to be made. Only 50 years into the world's making. I was here long before any human. I am a mycelium.
Oh!
We're modeled after sea slugs, but we disguise ourselves with the humans. Our one giveaway is our bright colored hair, because we're naturally toxic.
That explains why it didn't really feel like you were bothered by most of the attacks that made contact with you then.
Oh yes, normally we have resistance to more piercing attacks. Normally bludgeoning isn't a part of that. But you see, I've been around for so long. I've lived way long past how long I should be alive. So I think my body has learned to become adjusted to bludgeoning.
Okay, you got me curious now. How old are you exactly?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh no, that's rude.
No, it's fine, it's fine. It's the women you don't ask. Men. Who fuck men? I'm...
Sorry, I was raised that it was rude to ask regardless.
No, you're fair. You're noble. I get it. Don't ask how I know.
Chrono would nod in reply to Jekyll's comment, and he would say, No, actually, that's true. Most human men and just generally suck.
Yes. Well, you seem to be slightly
Irelor
different.
has a very suspicious look.
Don't worry, we'll get to that. Don't worry. I won't leave you on a cliffhanger. I'm around, I think... I stopped counting after a while. I think I'm 600? Maybe 700.
What?
Damn.
We're
I'm only
supposed to only
300.
live for 300, but I don't know what's wrong with my body.
Damn, I'm only 389.
I really get the feeling this man is like level like 18. Like we stood no fucking shot. Like, I'm really getting that vibe that we stood no fucking chance against him specifically.
You just go, yes, I was here long before the Navy or the fucking DDD. I was here long before the majority of the kingdoms were around. Most of them were still coming to fruition and many were still falling. Oh, what a time to be alive.
I think that explains why I find it easy to talk to you. You're not bogged down by, how should I put this? The current state of our Navy affairs.
Oh, that, yes. I've been looking into my own plans to do what I can about that. I got in touch, actually, with an old friend of mine. I didn't know she got out of prison until recently, and then she told me about you, and that's when I started looking into it. I started looking into your crew, and then I got a little excited.
Wait, shit, what was the name of the lady that broke out with Chrono and Mollis around the beginning of the campaign again? I remember her.
Gulthine.
Gilfine. Chrono would just, eyes would widen, and he would snap his fingers, and he'll just say, would that be Gilfine by any chance?
Oh, yes, I helped her actually reunite with some of her Furbolg friends. I'm still helping her out. But, she's gone on a rampage so far. I'm so happy for her. Just like her old self back when she was a chieftain.
I haven't gotten to know her. I didn't get a good chance to get to know her that well when we first met. But I definitely got the vibe that she's no one to be trifled with. That's for damn sure.
Oh, yes, yes. I mean, she actively went head-to-head with an admiral and flattened him flat. Oh, the time to be alive.
I do gotta ask, are you planning to eventually take on the Navy as a whole?
Oh, do
Oh,
I?
boy.
Not only do I plan to take them on, I want to fight that damned owner. Oh, you see, 300 years ago. No, 200. I'm getting my times mixed up. 200 years ago, he went to my hometown. Mycelians, you see, we tend to live in dark caves, near shore areas. That's where we tend to live. We love the dark areas, but we don't want to live underwater. We're not barbaric. But we choose to live in those sorts of areas. We find it interesting. We love the coziness and the dampness, and our skin loves it too. So, we live in those caves. He chose
So did I just fucking
that his
fight?
headquarters would be built on that island. And he chose that while I was gone, that he would destroy my cave. Without my permission.
That's not fun. That's not fun at all.
You have no idea what's in store for him.
Well, you said you looked into my crew. Oh, at the risk of repeating myself, how much do you know about me exactly? I don't want to repeat myself, something you already know.
I know about the incident. I know about the time freezing. I know about just about every event that you've broken out.
Then you should know that I have every intention to not just fight the Navy, but if I manage to track down the bastard or bastards that killed my parents, Chrono just kind of changes to a more dark expression, and he'll just say, let's just say I have over 300 years worth of pent-up emotions I would like to take out on them.
I understand. Also, where's your fishy friend? I was hoping the cannon would hit him. I wanted to see him into that Oni rage.
I am going to look into that in just a minute, actually, but
Mollis
how-
disappeared.
how
Disappeared?
Yeah,
Through a portal, though I think I know who took him. I plan on talking to him in a bit.
I can give. Hi, I can give a little bit about that.
Chrono's just
Also,
gonna-
nice candy. Just a
Bruno,
fucking healing.
We have too many people trying to talk at once.
Kirla would look over
Hold
and just,
up.
wait a minute.
Hold up, please. We have too many people trying to talk at the same time. Real quick, before you go any further with that, because I've heard Dylan trying to say something for a while. What is it?
Yeah, I was gonna have Chrono turn to Loki with his arms crossed, and he'll just say, "He's not at this road anymore, is he?"
Oh. Who told you?
I'm not dumb. It was pretty obvious to figure out based on what Malice told me.
Another argument he
Yeah.
was gonna get killed.
Yeah, no, so, basically, Evanine gave Mollis' soul to Yanessa, and then he took his soul as well as the, cat. I don't know the cat's name.
Whiskers.
Oh, yeah, him, Whiskers. And basically yeeted them to a different goddess that she knows that does very similar magic effectively. Or she kept him, I don't know. But basically, she handed him off, and that different goddess put him in one of the worlds she's at, which is controlled in a entirely different universe. Like, there's nothing you can fucking do.
Chrono would just kind of weirdly look relieved after he hears that. He'll just say, "Oh, I'm okay with that, actually. I mean, I'd rather him still keep living instead of dying eternally for the things that he's done or something like that."
I mean, it was either that or his soul got completely obliterated for everything he's done for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather wish he would have stayed, but I know him well enough
Yeah.
that he's probably raising hell somewhere else. He's got this.
I doubt that world is ready.
I will then turn back to Jackal and I'll say, "And how I see this whole Navy situation, it's been on my mind for a while. my whole morality stance on it, I guess. Personally, how I see it is that I think the Navy's got to go. I don't know what happened to turn them into these tyrant, power-hungry assholes, but I think they've done way more harm to the world than good. I think it needs at least a very serious change.
You want some proper information, as someone who was around the era.
I'm curious. Please do.
Let me give you a little bit of a rundown. A lot of people don't know about this, so you might as well find out. I mean, it's not like it's going to turn you into a wanted criminal, because you're already wanted! Right.
Can't do anything about that anymore.
No. Right, so... You know what? Fuck it. I'll tell you something that most people don't know. The real name of DDD.
Wait, what?
Yes. I'm going to give you everything I know.
I will be more than happy to listen to you.
DDD was a demonic troll. He was known as Drasgorn Daro Dagulth.
Oh shit, lore.
He was known to roam the seven seas for about 200 years. Now you see, here's the fun thing that I learned. He was born in midnight with his twin. That twin is the owner of the Navy, Bazgoth Trar Dagulth.
Holy shit, what are the odds of that?
Funny thing, they're polar opposites. One's a demonic troll, right? And I don't quite know how in the hell things can be so insanely different. But the owner of the Navy isn't like that. The owner of the Navy, he's a celestial.
Huh.
And it's weird because I've never seen this. But he doesn't have white or black wings. He has white and black wings. White wings are used by Shonians, black wings are used by Adelians. Or more specifically, white wings are by Cherubims. Those two races are part of one big race known as the Shonians, celestials made by the god of radiance, Nir Malgamy, in honor of a friend of Jaeger, the god of ocean, a friend whose name was Shone.
I see.
The Adelians have black wings because way back during their history, it was around when I was 30 or 40, they decided that they got fed up with the Celestials and the Cherubims and tried to start a revolution. Revolution failed, and they were banned from the island of Rosalna, their natural habitat, the floating island.
Disgusting.
So their halos became black and thorned, and their wings became basically pitch black. Don't get me wrong, you can run into an Adelian and they can be a good person. Because some are naturally just born into that bloodline, and it's just unlucky. But the original Adelians were horrible people. Bazgulth Trar Dagulth is somehow a mix between the two. Yet his brother is neither of those races. That is something that still eludes me. But they used to be close. And somewhere in between, from my understanding, and I have this understanding because I've met DDT. From my understanding, at some point, their moral compasses completely split. And when they split, that's when they had departed for the seas. Drasgorn, he continued to go from island to island. And originally, his brother wasn't going to go into the seas. He was going to continue to live his life on his island. But he constantly kept hearing about his brother causing havoc at islands. And rather than taking up arms and trying to become a form of justice, he took up his own form of justice. But something to be understood about justice is that everybody's ideal form of it is different. And nobody will fully agree on what is truly just. So he set out and created a band which eventually became the Navy. Started off as mercenaries and slowly became an organization. While his brother, in reality, wasn't creating havoc, he was killing off tyrants that were running kingdoms and actually setting off people into a better direction. But his brother never looked into it. He chose to be ignorant and chose to take up arms. While he meant well, it's obvious that that lawful good soon became lawful neutral and then lawful evil, as he started to care less and less, and he became more and more jaded. Eventually, there was a battle that happened. This was the last time I ever got to talk to him. I don't even know what island it was on. In fact, nobody knows. The few people that know about this fight, nobody knows the island. But apparently there was an island where they fought for 5 days and 5 nights. Never catching a blink of sleep. And even then, the fight eventually came to a draw.
That's
Or
insane.
that's what the Navy say. DDD won. But he refused to kill his brother, because he couldn't bring himself to kill his own blood. So he spared him in hope that he would become a better person. And to avoid possibly killing his brother, he took all of his belongings. Every single gold piece, every single rupee, every single treasure he collected from every kingdom that was given to him, every heirloom, and something that even he was unwilling to tell me. So even I don't fully know what's in that vault. But he picked an island that I do not know of, and created the Infernal Vault, spending a year with his crew creating it. Eventually, the rest of his crew departed, and he locked himself in the vault,
What?
waiting to see who would come. It's been 200 years since, and nobody's found it yet.
You know, I just got an idea. Hear me out. I've been working with the revolutionaries. I'm on sort of good terms with one of their commanders. Gonzalez is his name, if you've ever heard of him.
Oh yes, good chap.
Yeah, nice guy. He told me about how their whole kind of shtick is, like working on corrupt countries, that kind of thing. I mean that it is possible to overthrow the Navy. There would probably need to be a lot of rebuilding for the whole world. A lot of tyrants to overthrow. What if, just what if? If the Infernal Vault really is real, what if it's possible to use the valuables from it and use the funds to help fund a better world? Something that just wouldn't be ruled by more power-hungry tyrants.
It's definitely possible. I don't know what all is in that vault. But I can say this, because I think not just me, but a few of your friends might find this interesting. And eventually, when your little rabbit friend is done having fun, it'd be good to talk to him too. Because I knew his grandfather.
He's just missing all the lore.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you. Maybe you should probably come on our ship.
Yes.
Actually, both of our crews might need a small breather after this
Yes,
battle.
yes.
but-
Let's sit down, and Lindry, we can talk shortly.
Nits. I have a weird question to ask you.
Uh-huh.
When the Captain Jackal started going into detail about how DDD was a demonic troll. By any chance, did that feel familiar to Chrono?
In what way are you asking about that?
Hang on a minute.
Hey, well, there's no way I'm descended from him then.
Let me put it like this. Have I heard his name before?
You have not.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So here's the other thing. Right. So I'm gonna be honest, you guys, they essentially just kind of board your ship and just kind of hang out with you guys until Usagi's done. By the way, Usagi, quick little tone shift here. Roll me roll me a performance check. Yeah.
Can I get some RP to determine that she broke the fucking charm before doing anything?
Yeah, she would at least do that.
Okay.
She would get
Okay,
you over
good.
to the other side of the boat and then just kind of break the charm there. She wouldn't be. She's not that type of person.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'll roll. What do I roll for this? Constitution?
I mean, considering, I honestly, what I've done is, there's two things you roll. You roll a con, and you also roll a performance. Because it's how well you perform in bed. I don't know how else to say that.
Swear to God, if I get a nat 1 again, I'm going to be livid.
That is fair. Don't do it, man. You got this.
Let me roll Constitution. Okay.
Just quickly shift music for a second here, just...
That's a 9 for Constitution.
Damn, okay.
And Performance.
Performance.
That's a 10. Wow, okay!
Okay, so, it's one of those things where you don't know why,
I just got the crap kicked out of me.
Yeah.
I'm not at my best game.
You're not at your best game, you're a little bit lower on energy. But, the mood just felt right. Even after Charm was being broken and all that, it just felt right type of thing. Yeah, so it's one of those things, you'll get, you'll have your fun moment. But it's definitely one of those things where, you're saying, this is not her fault. This is completely on me. I am just not, I'm not here. But, yeah, you gotta have some fun time with Succubi.
I will, as we're getting back up, Chrono will try to find a vantage point to get everyone's attention. Chrono kind of figures it's probably obvious we're cool with the other pirate crew at this point. Catastrophe pirate. I think that's a fair assumption. So Chrono will just say, "Hi. So, as you likely have already expected, heard or whatnot. But turns out the other pirate crew just wanted a friendly sparring match, essentially. They just had a fun way of showing it. And they're
yes, they did.
I'm talking with the captain.
And grin on my face.
I'm talking with the captain, and there's more to talk about. So I decided to basically let our crews talk for a good minute. And there's also, and I'm gonna notion over to Loki. Also, there's.
I don't exist. I'm not on the boat yet.
I'm getting you on there. Don't worry. Keep going. I'm working on it.
I will gesture to Loki, and I'll just say, also, that's Loki over there. Not really affiliated with either crew. I really should talk to you after this, probably, actually. But Chrono will clap his hand, and I'll just say, for anything else, is there any injuries or any problems with the ship you think I should know right now?
You see Pike just look to you, and he was actively talking with, the succubus once all that was done, by the way. It's the healer talking with the healer. He would just kind of go, no, they made sure, both sides made sure none to do, non-lethal. We kind of figured things out as things went on. So, we're good.
Awesome, just making sure.
Yep.
And I'll just clap my hands, and I'll hop down the stairs.
Hell yeah.
Good.
So I think there's something that's about to happen with Loki.
Okay.
And Kirla talking to him.
Uh-huh.
Loki is sitting there, and he's standing there looking, he's like, hi, Kirla.
Loki issue.
Hey.
You two know each other?
You dirty, rotten little...
Okay, I can explain. I really can. It's just... Okay, first off, also, you guys have now heard his last name, which is Ishu.
Of
Hell
all
yeah.
the ways you could have left,
Okay.
you decided a note under the door was appropriate.
I listen.
I have suddenly figured out everything I needed to know.
No, I can explain.
dear. Oh dear.
By leaving,
understand.
I thought I would make things better. I heard about what happened to everything. And I will explain everything about why I left in full, just not here.
Dude,
Because
I turned to Chrono and was like, I know exactly what he's going through. Trust me, I have experience in this matter.
also I have a thing.
Don't try to help him; it'll make it worse.
Also,
You have not a clue what's going on, you soggy.
I should mention
I
this. I should mention this. It's a little thing.
have some experience with leaving people in the lurch, thinking of helping them. Okay.
I will
I
kind
don't
of
know
like my
specifics, but
my ears will like
I'm gonna walk away before Lidry fucking shanks me. Thanks.
my ears
Yeah?
will kind of just like twitch as I kind of like say this to both oh my god, Acrid, I already forgot your character's name. Shit, help me out here. Loki, thank you. Loki and Usagi, and I'll just say, guys, I'm not that knowledgeable about women, but even I know that's always a bad idea.
Listen, alright, can both of you shut up? Thanks.
But I'll just like
Kira
put
just
his
crosses
hand
her
on his hip,
arms.
tilts his head, kind of looks at you like a bitch, really kind of look.
Yep. Anyway, I'm going to go hang
Rona,
out over
walk
here and-
away.
I'm gonna go hang out over here and not deal with this. Thank you.
Your goddess gave me this to give to you, by the way. Here.
Oh,
And he just holds out a staff to Kirla. It has a little snake on it.
oh sweet
She
God.
takes it.
So you get a crystal, dyslexia.
Crystallic. It's crystallic.
Crystal, I fucking dyslexia.
Yep,
Sorry.
yep.
My brain.
The
Crystallic serpentine staff.
For information for players, whenever you get a background character, normally I try to set you up with some actual equipment because it's a little bit later in the campaign. So I try to make sure you're not just walking with base, white items. I forgot to do that for Lindry. So he's kind of the messenger bird right now for that. So my bad.
Yeah, hi.
I'm not sorry at all for posting this.
Oh
Oh
boy.
my god. So Loki would sit there and he'd go, I will explain everything later, but understand this. And he would actually, if Chrono's still nearby,
Yes, he wouldn't walk
He
away.
he would look to you, Chrono, he's like, I'm going to inform you of this. Whether you like it or not, I'm not leaving this boat.
Who moved my token?
I moved it because you said you walked away and you're technically right there in range.
No, I didn't. I said I never walked away.
Oh, okay. I thought you
Okay.
said the opposite. Understood.
No
Yeah.
worries. Colonel would just kind of do the same, like, hand on hilt, sassy head turn. And I'll just say, okay, are you going to give me a reason, at the very least?
I owe her father a life debt, and because he's dead, I owe it to her.
I will admittedly take a small side eye towards Lindry, and I'll turn back to Loki and just say, well, thank you for your honesty. And for the
Uh-huh.
record, I don't mind if you say. Usually I have to strongly warn others about the weird fights we get into, and I was watching you pretty closely back there. You definitely look like you know how to handle yourself.
Putting it simply, I've gotten in more than a few fights.
Well,
For a
let me
number of reasons.
well, you already know who I am, but I'll reintroduce myself. Chrono D. Jiken, the, well, now Kitsune, who ate the time fruits.
All right.
I just called you Clock.
Sure.
I just remember you as Clock, because that's what your poster says.
Oh, right.
Fucking-
Chrono just looked kind of annoyed at that nickname. He's never liked having a pirate nickname from the beginning.
I want
Like,
to
you would-
mention this.
but
This is
no.
a genuine thing for Loki.
Mhm.
He's remembered Chrono as Clock. But he'll probably try and remember your name.
Chrono will just shrug and he'll just say, well, it's less egotistical than, what was it? Time of Time or something stupid like that?
Ben just looked at him and just goes, there was only like one guy that actually called you that, I think. It was just like a god. That didn't really get around.
Hey, what? Do you know what this god's name is by any chance? I want to know for no reason in particular.
This guy?
Guard.
I
Guard.
meant to say
Oh,
God.
guard. Okay,
Or
yeah.
guard.
Gotcha. I didn't hear the word right, so that's why I was like, did he say God or guard? Because I don't think I mentioned God. Okay. Yeah. He would just go,
Gotcha.
that was a long time ago. That was right when you got locked up. I think his name was like Steven, I think. My memory is really bad.
Benjamin's gonna notice Chrono kind of you know, like that anime where he kind of like open palm, he punches his hand into the open palm. He'll just do that before turning back to Loki and Lindtree.
Gotcha.
Loki looks over at the guy who has walked up and is standing there, which is Shin, which he wouldn't know his name.
Yeah, Shin's just kind of been standing there.
Hello.
He just kind of like gives you this glare.
Loki looks at him, and it's that like slow head descent while still smoking. I want to mention, which everyone would notice, is that cigarette that he just lit.
Yeah.
Probably, maybe 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
It's nearly gone.
God. You
Look,
see
your
him.
stress is showing.
Huh?
Oh, no, I don't get stressed.
You see Shin.
Really?
Uh-huh.
You see Shin reach into his bag. They kind of keeps to his side near his waist, underneath the robe, and pull out a pack of cigars. And just go,
Oh.
I don't really smoke these. I stopped a long time ago. Here.
Oh, thank you. I don't think I've used these much.
I will turn to
I can
Lindtree.
guarantee. Sorry.
No, that's great. Go for it. Go ahead.
I can guarantee Loki won't cause any problems. He
I'm
used to work for my family.
I'm not really worried about that. Actually, I want to talk to you in private. Now,
Oh,
Which one?
Lindtree.
Wait, who are you calling Lin? Huh?
oh,
Oh,
it's a fake name.
Chrono will just kind of
Oh,
raise
shit.
his eyebrow, and he would just say, "I'm not even surprised."
Oh boy.
Have I been I'm oh wait, I'm dumb.
Oh.
A month and a half ago, when my family died, I had to take a fake name.
That's
Oops.
perfectly reasonable. I'll keep that in mind.
Painfully, it was my grandmother's name.
Oh.
Now,
Being Lindtree is suffering.
Yeah.
that's perfectly reasonable. All right. Let's go to where my captain's quarters is really fast.
And what is it exactly you're wanting to talk about, Chrono?
All right. I'm assuming we're at the. So this will probably be like at the hall. Chrono would stop her at the hallway to his room.
Hirla hasn't moved.
He wouldn't have moved from
Oh,
our
never.
gauge.
Oh, sorry. Never mind. Chrono is just gonna. He looks very irritated, and he'll just say, "I'm trying to talk to you about what happened on that fight in the most civilized way I can think of."
Then say it here.
Oh boy.
You're telling me to be a captain, and then now you're telling me to possibly make a scene in front of everybody?
Oh boy.
I thought good captains, I was under the impression, were going to resolve issues between their crewmates in private.
If there are issues to be resolved, then yes. As far as I'm aware, there is none.
Fine. I can't believe I had to say this, but you really shouldn't hit your own allies. Do you know how lucky we are? Do you know how lucky that if we were up against a Navy group, I took a really big blow back there. If you weren't more careful, I could have possibly gotten knocked out. I don't know if that would decide the battle, but that would certainly not tip the odds in our favor. We got lucky that it wasn't a life or death situation. All I'm asking is please be more careful how you use your spells around others in this crew.
Have you considered you're not the only one who got hit? Miko was in that radius too. But it was the only way I could safely do that and still have full control over it. If you're going to lecture me about something that I do, then you need to look at yourself first.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
What?
Yes, I'm telling you to look at yourself first. You're the one going around avoiding questions with time magic. You're the one literally trying to avoid things constantly with the same time magic. What if what happened with Mollis happened to you?
Okay, first of all, what the hell, Lindry? I thought I made it clear that I was trying really hard to work on that. I've been trying to get myself to stop using time magic and properly listen to my crew.
And yet you tried to do that again today.
Wait, what? Wait, no, I'm speaking as a player. What? I'm genuinely lost.
What?
Chrono just
Did he just show up?
Chrono just look confused, and he'll just say, "Can you elaborate?" I haven't used. The only time I've used rewind was because I thought I was in the middle of a life or death situation back there.
Time magic fucks with the timeline. Why do you think Mollis was removed? Why do you think Ivanine decided to remove him from this world? He'd made enough of a mess. And still you're using it. I'm sorry if I can't respect that decision. But if our best fighter is already gone because he decided to help out another of the crew and make a deal with the literal devil of fate,
What?
then perhaps time should not be messed with in general.
Oh boy.
And you can't tell me I'm wrong on this one. Mollis's disappearance affects more than just you.
Don't you think I already know that, Lindry? I am trying my best to keep a straight face, but probably my best friend on this ship and vice captain is gone. And I'm gonna have to find a way to deal with that. I was trying to lighten things up by having a pirate crew that actually seems nice pay a visit to us. And I was going to figure it out.
Then this is a discussion that should have waited until after they left.
Well, would you looky there? I tried, Lindry! I fucking tried! But you wanted this! You wanted to talk out in public!
You insisted on having it immediately.
This is ridiculous. I'm going to my quarters.
Meanwhile, Usagi is completely ignoring all of this because Hyde said you need to talk to him, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yes, Hyde did. Or not Hyde. Hyde is not there. It is Jackal. Pinging the wrong guy.
Wait.
Other guy. The captain.
Oh.
Jackal.
Oh, well, no, I mean, I thought the teenager
No,
was...
the teenager was more just saying, like, good fight, that sort of thing. The one that said, that Jamie said, like, hey, yeah, I do want to actually talk to Usagi for a bit, was the captain.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go talk to him because I don't want to be involved in this mess.
Valid.
Also, I need to catch that lady's name. I don't think I ever got it. Oops.
That is fair.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah. By the way, welcome, Isa. She's on vacation. I didn't expect you to be here. I don't know what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, how do you think I feel? What's going on? I'm just not participating in all this here. This is just like, I'm like, what is going on?
So they had like they were doing like a combat, big thing happened, yeah, I don't know. You'll have to watch the VOD if you want proper information, I feel like at this point. We can explain it
I'm just
after
visiting
session
right now.
scenario, yeah.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Reading the succubus thing and then coming.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Right. By the way, you would have actually heard her name over when she introduced herself to, I think it was Lindry, I think.
Oh.
But
Good,
also,
Lisa.
I'll be honest, she would have told you before, the whole succubus
Okay,
thing
well,
and all that shit.
So then what?
Getting everything out of context, it is hilarious.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah,
what is it?
man?
Yo,
So-
I'm only thinking his Malice got sent to Brazil.
He did.
my
He got sent to
God.
Brazil, possibly, bro. But yeah, you realize her name is Koleka.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
There's at least one terrible joke I can make, but I'll save it for later.
Cloaca?
Yeah, Koleka.
That's not actually what I was thinking, but
Oh, okay.
that's not actually what I was thinking. Surprisingly,
Oh yeah.
you'll just have to wait and find out what the terrible joke is later.
All right. So you'd see Jacko just look to you and just go, "You're just to double check. Just getting my information correctly. You're Usagi Dorable, right?"
That's correct. Yes.
Right. So I wanted to just let you know because I thought you might find this a bit interesting.
Yeah.
I knew your father.
What?
Not just your father, but your grandfather, and your great-grandfather, and your great-great-grandfather.
How many of my relatives did you know?
Only up to that point, because your great-great-grandfather was a part of, the, DDD.
Oh, right.
He was a part of his crew.
Yes.
I don't know if
No,
you're...
I'm not actually descended from him, and people keep throwing rumors about that around, and I feel like I would know that.
Right. So, here's the thing, right? Nobody truly knows the actual story to the name of D.
Oh.
The only person who would know is the one locked away in the Infernal Vault and the person running the Navy.
Oh, great.
So, I can't give you an answer on that one. But, in case you are curious, your father's name was Maba.
How do you spell that? I need to write that down.
I'll type it out for you, Edgy. Into
Thank
NPC visuals. How about that, Chief? Does that sound good?
Thank you.
You are welcome. Alright. So it is M-A-B-B-A, like that. And Maba.
Okay.
That is a Harington name.
Mala D. Dorbo, I assume.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as you just kind of look to you and just go, that was your father's, or your great-great-grandfather's name. I figured you might find it interesting, because your great-great-grandfather used to travel with DDD, and I got talking about DDD with the crew while you were having a little fun time with Quileka.
Yeah.
So, oh right, you probably weren't there. I don't know if you'd care about his name. But,
No, I think I would. What?
okay, yes, so his name is Drazgorn Daro, Dagaloth, the whole shtick.
What was the last one?
Dagaloth. So,
Okay.
Daguluth. You see him just go,
Okay.
fact is, if you ever get to the Infernal Vault, and I heard that you stole a little thing, but I'd be wary of
Yes.
that. I don't know for sure if that's actually real. I feel like if the Navy had... Hmm?
Better be otherwise I've jeopardized a potential relationship. Otherwise, I've jeopardized a potential relationship with a very attractive bird woman.
That's fair. Well, I hope it was worth it. And hopefully it is the case. But...
Sorry about that. I had Discord problems for a second. I'm back now.
You're good. You just go, fact is, your great-great-grandfather, when the whole crew dispersed, well, to be quite frank, a lot of people kind of dispersed different ways. In fact, 2 of the emperors used to work for DDD.
Oh.
I don't know how well you know your pirates. But,
Depends.
one of the pirates that you might know of, if I can just grab my little fucking list here, and it is not showing up. Why is it not wanting to show up? What the fuck's going on?
So I am slightly disappointed to find out that DVD is not, in fact, a really big aircopter.
No. No, I tell you, no.
No, that would be just imagine some idiot showing up later that, pretending to be him.
Can you imagine?
That was a terrible idea for you to use.
You
Anyway.
never know. You never know, man. You just looked at him. He just looked at you and just kind of go, Yenzai Gao used to be his left-hand man, and Fendel Solha used to be the right-hand woman. Those two, if you can get a hold of them at some point. Don't know whether they'd give you the information happily, but if anyone knows how to get to that island, it would be
God
them.
damn it.
But, to be frank,
Oh, well, I'm not getting Gao's help. I
Gao.
robbed him blind a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, no, not Gao. Not Gao. That's the country. Yenzai Gao.
Is that the king of said country?
No, he's a pirate emperor. He runs 23 islands.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good. Gao itself. Funny enough, that desert island was named after him because he was one of the main key parts of the original liberation of that place. Back when DD was first starting. That was one of the first islands he started with.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
But, that being said, your father, as well as everybody else, dispersed, went to go do their own things. That's when your father made the whole Dortabo clan in the Crux dynasty. Eventually, from what I've seen, it's fallen. But I didn't know how much you knew about your family history, so I feel like I should at least let you know. Because not a lot of people seem to understand.
That's useful information. If I happen to meet either of those people, perhaps I can use that to our advantage.
Indeed, indeed. Also,
I really hope that log post is real. If it turns out to be fake, then oh boy, I'm going to have quite a reckoning when my ex shows up.
I hope, for your sake, considering what it sounds like has happened, that yes, I hope that was worth it. A bit of me, and maybe this is just, the 700-year-old me, having some slight doubts. There's a shot it could be a trap, because I feel like if the Navy knew where the Infernal Vault was, they probably would have gone there by now, unless they feel like they can't handle DDD again. Granted, he did win, so there is a possibility. So I wouldn't rule it out. It could still very well lead you to where you're wanting. Just be cautious using that.
Noted, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, if you could, later on, whenever your captain, because I can't spend too long, whenever your captain's feeling better, you can just tell him for me. Just let him know that he has, his father, his great-grandfather. Actually, no, it was his father. Sorry, there's a lot of lineages here.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Nets. I wanted to point out that, I moved Chronos' token on the map, actually. That was on purpose. He did get back out on the ship.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, cool. So he'll just look to you and just go, alright, well, never mind. Apparently he's back out.
Okay.
Well,
Then you can talk to him yourself.
yep,
That
that I can.
I'm going to be going to chat with the other important person from this group that I actually like.
Yeah, go right ahead before I get over to Chrono.
I'll just be over here.
Yeah.
Commiserating.
Okay, so it's just like idle conversation with the two doctors.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Well, I really only care about one of them, but I care about Pike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You
It's
know what I mean.
like it's not like you don't care about Pike. It's more of like, Koleka's the one you're trying to talk to right now specifically. Moreover, just because
Yes.
you can talk with Pike any day, you can't talk with her any day.
Correct.
Yeah. No, it is valid. It is valid. Yeah, so he'll just kind of make his way over to Chrono and just go, right, Chrono.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Sorry about that earlier.
No,
I think,
you're good.
I think losing my best friend has put me in a shittier state internally than I thought I did. I'm gonna probably meditate on that later. Sorry, I'm derailing. What's up?
Right, well, I didn't really get to tell you much else. Emperors, I already told the rabbit. You can ask more about that later. Essentially, two of the Emperors used to be a part of DDD's crew. And, Fendel and Yenzai Gao. If you want to get a hold of the Infernal Vault and try and find DDD, you're probably going to want to find them.
Noted.
That being said, the other thing I was going to tell you, and I don't have a lot of time because I need to start getting moving, but I figured I should just let you know, your father was a part of the DDD crew.
Let's... Chrono just kind of brings his hands together. Was he a troll by any chance?
He was human.
Or... Chrono kind of looks like he's connecting 1,000 pieces in his head, and he'll just say, "Sorry, I don't think I've ever told anyone this, but, for some reason, I know I can speak troll. I've been trying to figure out or remember that for the longest. Oh my god, that makes so much more sense now. Whew."
More likely,
Kinda
it's probably
relieved.
since DDD is a troll, and he lived with him for ages, he might have been saying things in troll when you were a child, and then you just picked up the language over time.
Goodness, that would make way more... That's... Chrono kind of, like, looks proud just hearing who his dad was, almost.
Yeah,
He doesn't really say it out loud. You can just kind of tell by his expression.
fair enough. You just go, right, well, I need to get moving, but you can know his name at the very least,
Locate.
because I doubt you remember his name considering how old you are. It's Tareth D. Jenkins.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Loki
Well,
would tap, Jackal.
Mhm.
He'd be like, "Hi,
Oh, right, it's you. Hello.
hi. No, that's nothing to do with me. I'm just letting you know that I think my friend would like to know what you know about her."
Right, I was going to get over to her.
Apologies, but I do got one more thing I wanted to talk to you about, Jackal, and that was it.
That's fair.
So, Chrono just kind of claps his hands together. Like, it's like a very socially awkward kind of delivery. Okay, look, I don't really know what the proper etiquette is for this, but I've heard pirate groups can often make alliances with each other,
Mm-hmm.
and I do genuinely have respect for you, and I promise you that what you saw, I mean, we could fight a hell of a lot more. So I was gonna offer, if you ever wanted to work together while fighting against the Navy, I'll be down.
Get stronger, then we can talk. Because I'll be honest, right now, with the places I'm heading, you would die.
All right, I could be arranged.
Understood.
Incredible nod, like looking very determined.
Yep. He's gonna head on over to Lendery. Just look over to Lendery and go, hello. Sorry for the wait, I had to handle a bunch of things.
But of course, the captain is always busy.
Of course, as I
Oh
should
boy.
be. So, I know I kind of blurted out your name there. To be quite frank, I used to know your father to some degree. So,
You knew my father?
yes. Long story short, well, that's because it's not really a long story at all. I've been to your island a few times. And it wasn't like we did anything special, it's more of we ran into each other at a tavern a few times and talked. So, you know, he used to boast about you, and I kind of just learned your name naturally. And sometimes you'd show me pictures, and so I've kind of just recognized your face. And when I heard about you being on the run very lightly, I was able to piece things together. Relatively quick.
He was killed.
Yes. I have heard about that, and I do give you my condolences on that.
I just want to know who did it.
Well, that's something that can be arranged. I heard that, a good friend of yours, I don't know if she actually told you or not, Kikith, follower, I actually ran into her somewhat recently. She seems to be looking into that. But...
Yes, Hiriko,
Yes.
one of my best friends.
I do know. The one that I've done a little bit of digging. Well, I don't know the exact people. I know it's a mercenary group. And I know they were hired by someone else. My guess, considering your dad was a noble, probably another noble.
I don't understand. We only had the island of Osmus. We weren't even looking at expanding yet.
My guess, if it's a genuinely petty noble, some nobles will go as far if they can't get something, as to even go out of their way to try and get a noble killed so they can get something. It's insanely rare for that to happen, but that's me just guessing. Again, I've been around for a long time. I've seen a lot of really idiotic moves from nobles.
What would be worth killing father over?
They might have wanted the land. And your father might have just refused. Because, obviously, with your type of island, every piece of land is required for a farm. Because your people need that farm.
If we didn't help out the island, though, then nobody would have.
Yeah.
Simply getting it set up took a lot of effort, and even then I had to learn an entire set of magic just so that we could do it.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody else had the inclination. No one had the ability.
Yep.
If I didn't learn, we wouldn't have been able to help.
Yep. Your people, I've been keeping an eye on them, and that's kind of where my next destination is at. I'm going to be heading over there to figure out what is going on at state, that sort of thing. And on top of that, I've heard there's some new buildings that have formed around your place. That's why I'm assuming it was a noble wanting territory. So I'm going to look into that.
Can you tell me what happens when you find out?
Of course, I'll write a letter. It's a bit of a travel, though, so it'll be a bit.
Still, I'd like to know why my family was attacked and killed. They didn't just attack the family either, they attacked the farmhands. Everybody that we hired.
Yep.
Burned and killed mercilessly, leaving nothing left. I'm surprised Mito survived.
It's lucky. It's lucky you're alive either.
I was with father that day. He told me to run.
That explains it. Well, I shouldn't be wasting any more time. I need to get on my way so I can actually get to... so I can actually get over there. Then on top of that, handle the other islands that are on the way to check on them as well. So, I must take my leave with my crew, but I will keep you informed.
Thank you.
Oh, and your friend Loki. Just give you a wink. And yeah, he just kind of looked to his crew and just go, "Come on, we're heading out." And they'd head on to their ship. They'll wave goodbye as they'll begin to sail.
I'd wave goodbye, and I'll just say, I'll just kind of like try to call out to Jekyll, just, "Hey, we'll fight again some other day, so you better count on it."
Looking forward to it.
I'll grant it that.
Heck yeah. Oh, man. Alright. Well.
Alright.
I'll be real. That is probably where we are going to cut today's session. I feel like this is a pretty good area to kind of cut it off at. Sorry that a lot of this was mainly just kind of combat. Sometimes sessions are like that. I normally try to keep combat short for you guys because I know long combats can get kind of drawn out sometimes, so I try to do what I can. That's why I do group initiatives now when I can, because it allows you guys to get stuff done quicker, and, you know, you don't feel like you're having to have a very long drawn out one, including with the amount of NPCs y'all have. But, that being said, thank you all for watching. You can find the Rum and Harbor campaign up on the Lost Harbor Tavern, up on Spotify, and up on YouTube, where you can also find some other campaigns, like the Brothel campaign, Hidden Garden campaign, YouTube Shorts, and, you know, maybe some other little stuff that's up on here. There's a lot of things. And on the Lost Shipyard, our second channel, you can go check it out. We have the Sanity campaign and the Amnesia campaign going on, and eventually the Dupe campaign. From what I know, that thumbnail should be coming out this week, finally. And then, yeah, you can also find those campaigns also on the Lost Harbor Tavern up on Spotify as well. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you for stopping on by, and see ya.
Bye.